What's up, everybody in the house tonight? What's up? What's up? What's up, everybody in the house tonight? What's up? What's up? Yeah.
Monday in the studio. Happy 420, everybody.
Good afternoon.
Thank you. Happy 420.
Thank you.
It's like the weed holiday, man. It's so cool. Because like the California drug code was 420, and that was the rumor I always heard.
Oh, that's it. I thought it was because it's Hitler's birthday. I thought everybody just smoked a
That's
shit.
what all the weed smoke, all the stoners like.
Yeah, they're like celebrating the birth of the Führer. So they spark one up in the honor of his tiny mustache.
It's also Columbine Day.
Another reason I thought
Yeah, the
people
first.
were smoking to forget.
Fuck.
Oh, you broke it?
It
It was working a second ago.
it was broken at first when I first
Oh.
folded, and then I kind of took it apart and
Oh, I thought
fixed
you
it again, and then it didn't.
I thought you fixed it.
So did I.
It was fixed. Fixed? It's got ED.
Going down.
You might need the mic bag.
It's going down, down in an earlier round. Sugar pine in an finna. Get that bag.
Oh, I got that bag.
Might need it. What a banging start.
What a
to the
roaring
show.
start to 420 day. Did you celebrate by chain smoking weed cigarettes?
Weed cigarettes?
Yeah.
Is that what the cool kids call them now?
That's what yes. That's what the old reefer madness people called them. Your marijuana cigarettes.
No, I have not celebrated 420 yet today.
What?
Yeah.
Do I need to go get a bong for you?
You have one?
I have one, but it's very old and gross. I don't think you want to use it.
What was must have been Thursday when I came here in the afternoon, walking out of the ferry on Staten Island side, going to get the bus. There were 3 kids standing in the little alleyways to the bus, whatever they are. One kid had a glass bong. It was just smoking and like pulling the carb and right in
At the bus.
at the bus station. I mean, I guess it's technically legal to do that.
I guess so.
You're
Yeah,
allowed
you're
to
not.
smoke weed. It
You're
doesn't say you
allowed.
can only smoke a joint or a bowl or
Yeah.
something.
There's no law that says you're not allowed to smoke it out of a giant lamp. I guess you are technically. It's just in a society. That seems insane
It does.
to just walk outside, of a city-run ferry to the city-run bus where there are security and cops literally everywhere.
Literally. Oh
all
my
over the
God.
place
There's
over
so
there.
many cops at the ferry. Yeah.
There's a whole squadron that just hangs out at the ferry,
It must
and
be.
you walk 5 feet away from them, and there's a guy ripping a bong. That's pretty interesting.
That must be like the sweet deal for cops, right?
Hang
If
out
they
at the ferry.
If they get stationed at the ferry, because you just stand around and really do nothing. I guess if you want to be more active on your job or whatever.
I'd
but
say that job is like you shove around 1 to 2 bums a day,
yeah.
maybe like 4 or 5 on the weekends. But other than that, there's not like you're just making sure that nobody terrorisms the place.
Yes. Yeah.
You're just kind of standing there so that it looks like I can't do a terrorism here because
Yeah. And
there's all these cops here.
on the boat, there's like 3 or 4 on the front of the ferry, and then 3 or 4 in the back of the ferry, and they just stand there. And you watch them; they just sit there and hang out and look at their phones and not really doing anything. But yeah,
I've seen them have to do stuff, but it's
yeah. When
like
there's a thing
when
happening.
there's a fight on the
Uh-huh.
ferry and there's
I've never seen a fight thing, unfortunately.
yeah, they just break them up.
Yeah.
You have seen a fight. Didn't someone beating their girlfriend like land on you?
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Wasn't there a guy who put his girlfriend in a headlock and was punching her on top of you?
Uh-huh. In front of the cops, and then they did nothing and just let him walk away.
Yeah,
I still don't understand if it was they were joking, but not really.
I think, like you said, that gig is I don't have to do anything. So when something happens, they're like, oh, this is a fucking bummer.
If I don't look, no one will know I saw, and they'll just walk away. And
what are you bummers doing on the boat? Just get off. I didn't see nothing. Just you stop beating your girlfriend, please. At least until you get away from the ferry. It's funny that people can't even wait until they get away from the ferry.
Yeah.
Like
you just have to walk 2 minutes outside.
It's a short trip from doing a crime where you're surrounded by cops to, I mean, dude, I think 100 feet, and I'm being super generous, 100 feet in front of the ferry, you can do whatever you want. You can do anything.
You could smoke a bong.
You could smoke a bong while firing a gun into the air and shitting on the floor. No one's going to stop you. No one's going to care. But if you force the cops that are in the terminal to look at you while you're doing a crime, they might walk over and say, hey, can you cut that out. Quit it. Stop doing that.
And now all that whole day is coming back, a flashback of how, yeah, he wrestled with the girl, got her in a headlock and kind of was punching her, but because no one else like reacted strongly, I just assumed they were like your guess was like they were on coke and just he was fucking around and she accepted it, but it wasn't like she wanted to do it. But then I walked to the subway. They eventually pulled up like a few minutes behind me, and the group got a little bigger, and they went to like the other side of the tracks. And then I saw him get knocked out by a guy because he still was harassing the girl a little. And some guy just came up and fucking knocked him out. He dropped his bag. It spilled all over the floor. Then like station agents came to see if he was okay. And he was just all embarrassed and be like, fine.
And yeah, more cops, by the way. They there's a place outside you can do crime. There's no cops. But in the ferry terminal and in the subway that's right in front of the ferry, that's where they station police officers because apparently even when they're there, people just can't help it.
Yes.
They have to do crime right now. I can't wait another moment. That's where that subway station's where I saw a guy pull out a knife and like brandish it and start threatening to kill everyone.
Oh my God.
I've told you this before. It was those guys that stand outside of the ferry and offer helicopter tours. The sketchiest people I've ever seen in my life. They're all wearing blue vests and they are all very vaguely threatening.
Yeah, and it's weird because there's like the area outside the ferry isn't huge, and there's like on the Fridays and the weekends 30 to 40 people in those blue vests trying to sell you tickets to the Statue of Liberty or the helicopter tour or whatever. Yeah.
I don't get how that works. They must trick a lot of tourists.
And they're all one color.
Yeah.
Which I don't get, like how that's
legal.
Or it's like how that happened even. I don't even care about the legality. It's like no white person wanted that job or
no.
There's some sketchy thing going on.
Yeah, it almost seems like it's a cover for some other thing they must do. Because it doesn't make sense. They all look like they're all friends from one particular neighborhood. But yeah, the two of them were arguing with each other. I guess they mishandled a customer or something. Maybe they, I don't know. We offered one guy undercut the other one, said, I'll give you the helicopter tour for free. But they were screaming at each other and said, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I'll fucking kill you. And he pulled out a huge knife. And I remember I froze for a second because I'm like, what is that? That's a big knife. I think I got to run. Because the guy he was fighting with ran away. And now this angry guy is just standing there saying, I don't give a fuck. I'm my daughter. I'm my daughter. I don't give a fuck. And now he's looking at all of us who are just standing there watching him. And I was like, I think I have to run. Let's run.
Did you?
I ran. And I ran so far away. I just ran. I ran all night and day, and I couldn't get away. I got stuck behind this like old Chinese guy with a cane who was also running down the escalator. And I was like, you got to hustle, Wang Chung. You got to hustle this guy.
Oh, God, if you get stabbed because of Wang Chung.
Because he was running slow. But yeah, and also just so happens that the guy with the knife took the exact route I was taking to get away from the fracas with his knife still out. And I just looked behind me and he's like 10 steps behind me. And I was like, oh, come on. Why?
Now, did you have to exit the subway?
Well, I was going down into the subway to get away.
Oh, okay.
I made it all the way down and I didn't see him anymore. But I did see that there were like 6 cops at the bottom of the stairs and like near the trains by the station. And they were just chatting with each other and talking to some guy, completely unbeknownst to them that there's a guy upstairs screaming with a knife out. Like not that far upstairs, like right there, 20 feet away.
They couldn't hear it?
Nope. I guess not. Or, it just sounded like screaming.
Oh, yeah.
How's that different from any other time someone's screaming on the subway? I remember feeling it was incredible that in the ferry, there were 50 cops. In the subway, another 6 cops are standing 2 feet away from me and nothing. Just that guy could have went on a stabbing spree. He really could have just went to town on all of us. And the cops would have been there well afterward to just go, oh, look at this. Huh. It's like someone
didn't that
stabbed.
Something very similar to that happened in the subway where some guy had a knife or some weapon or whatever and was stabbing people? Oh, God. It was a guest who used to be on Pat Dixon's Crime Report all the time. Fuck, I forget. Joe Lozado or something like that.
Lozito sounds right.
Where some guy had a knife and was like, I'm going to kill everybody. He, I guess, got up to defend people and started getting stabbed. And like the subway conductor, whatever, locked himself in the door. And then the cop that was on the train, walked off the train. And it was like a whole thing where cops don't have to get involved.
What?
Yeah, it was like some weird thing. And he had all these injuries and I think he sued the city and got nothing because it was like the cop, it's not like someone was called to the scene. So a cop doesn't have to, if he thinks it's too dangerous or whatever, he doesn't have to get himself involved, which was really.
I've never heard that before in my life.
Yeah.
I thought the whole point of cops was that they have to get involved when someone's getting stabbed.
That's why
that's like the peak of their duties. Is that part of the job where, all right, somebody's getting stabbed, you have a weapon. Or wait, was it an off-duty cop who didn't have his weapon on him?
If I remember the story right, I think it was an on-duty cop.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That doesn't make any sense.
But the thing is, I only heard the side of the story from Joe Lozito. So because that doesn't make sense to me either. Why the cop would be like, oh, that looks dangerous. I'll turn my back and walk away. But who
no,
knows?
thank you.
Yeah.
I'll take the next one. Hopefully there's a cat stuck in a tree somewhere. Firefighters always get to do that. I want to do the cat in the tree. No, something doesn't sound right about that.
Something doesn't sound
Mostly
right.
Mostly the
either.
part where there was a cop there while someone was being stabbed. And he said, oh, no, thanks.
But he wrote a book about it. And it's out. The story's out there. I never read it.
What was the book called? Things I Made Up About Cops?
It is.
No, maybe, maybe he's, I don't want to say the guy's a fibber.
No, he seemed like a very honest, trustworthy
stabbed.
guy.
I'm sure he knows more about that than I do. It's just that where there's some part about the cop that makes zero sense.
I'm with you. Yeah, it sounds like there's some part of the story we're missing. Maybe it's in the book. Who knows? Buy his book.
Maybe the cop asked, hey, do you need help? And Joe's like, no, it's fine.
I'm good.
This is fine. He's just stabbing me.
Yeah, he answered sarcastically. No, I'm fine.
Everything's great. And the cop was like, well, okay then. I'll take you for at your word. Teach you to be a sassy jerk while you're getting stabbed. I actually have somewhere to be. I'm clocking out. Maybe that's the rule. Maybe it's if you're about to end your shift and some bullshit's going on, you don't have to deal with it. You can deal with it if you want to, but really your shift is over, so you could just go home.
Yeah. Who knows? Maybe he was off duty, but going home until he's still in his uniform.
And he's just I don't feel like it.
Yeah, I don't feel like it now.
This sucks. I don't want to get stabbed either. What do I look like?
Pincushion?
I gotta ask Joe Lozito. about cops. Anyway.
So did you celebrate 420 today?
Not really.
Yeah.
Smoked a little bit. I guess I did.
Oh, okay.
Smoked a little bit and ate tacos. So I guess that's the
okay, tacos.
I technically, in the eyes of weed god, I have done his bidding.
Now, were you into the naming of your apparatuses and
no,
never once?
No, weed culture really sucks. I hate it. I hate weed stuff.
Yeah, me either.
Stoner things. Like, I'm surprised you didn't wear weed socks and a cool fucking pot leaf bucket hat to celebrate the day.
Yeah, I never got that kind of stuff. But not even in college or anything. You never named. Did you ever? Did you go to a sleepaway college? I don't know what to call it.
No, I didn't go to sleepaway camp college. I did not.
Maybe that's why.
Probably. I didn't get into any of that ever. I don't even like the idea of 420 where you have to smoke way too much and get really stupid high and have a panic attack. It sucks. It's not like St. Patty's Day or like a drinking holiday, because to me those are more fun. The weed holiday is just smoked way too much, get into a point where you don't want to be around people anymore because you're too high and you're all weird now, and eat a lot of snacks. That part I like.
But if you have a group of 3 or 4 friends that are all doing it at the same, and then you're just sitting there by yourselves, that's not bad.
I guess.
Our tradition used to be in college was to make a Godfather on 420.
What that is
you take a Philly blunt and get all the tobacco to come out. So then it's just like the bullet casing.
Okay.
Kind of thing. And then you grind up all the weed you have and stuff it in the Philly, and make this huge fucking blunt and then try to smoke it. That was our 420 tradition.
Was it fun? Did you have a great time?
Well, it was back in the late 90s. So there was Luis's Mexican dirt weed.
Ugh.
That's all we had, really.
Awesome.
It had stems and seeds and all that stuff. Yeah, so it wasn't that great, but it was fun. It was a thing you did.
All right, but it was fun because you guys smoked, and then it was like, haha, we're all goofy now, or because every time I've ever smoked too much, it's not fun. I just I get way too in my head. I stop talking and I just want to go home and watch TV. I have no interest in being social anymore once I'm way too high.
I feel like that's now as I'm older, but when I was in college, it was just I could smoke endlessly. It didn't. I never got that panicky and paranoid.
When I first started smoking weed, it was like that, where I could just keep smoking and it was always fine.
Yeah,
I think the weed changed.
Maybe that's what it is too.
Because I think the weed just used to be shittier and you could just smoke a lot of it. Now it's too strong and it just gets you way too fucking high. Like the 420 stuff. I remember Bobby did a 420 trivia show thing.
How can you forget 420?
Yeah, back at Compound, and all of the challenges were to smoke a shitload of weed and then answer trivia questions.
Yeah.
It started the very beginning of the show. He put me in a tent. I lost, I guess, right off the bat something. I mean, he put me in a tent, and then he loaded a leaf blower with a pound of weed. He rigged it so that the leaf blower, I guess the part that intakes the air, the intake, he just jammed weed in the intake and then lit it on fire so that the leaf blower was just now blowing smoke into this little tent thing I was in.
Yeah.
And I had to do that. And then there was another part where I had to do a gravity bong that was the size of a water jug, like a water cooler jug, gravity bong.
Yeah, the like you would get at the workplace.
Yeah.
At the water cooler or whatever. Yeah, those big jugs.
So the combination of those two things, I remember I walked back to the chairs and where the couches or whatever, where everybody else who was on the show was seated. And I started talking. And I didn't know what I was saying. And I didn't know what the fuck we were talking about. I was just literally saying stuff. And I remember specifically Dave Temple and his co-host Derek Gaines or something.
Okay, yeah.
were staring at me like this and then went, yo, what the fuck is he talking? And I just remember feeling like, I wish this was not happening. I don't know what the fuck. I don't know what I just said. I don't know what is happening. I just wish I didn't do all that. I'm like disassociating. I'm way too high. It felt like everything. I remember after coming out of that tent, or maybe it was the gravity bong, the room like changed shape. It looked like the room got bigger and was sideways. And I was just like, this isn't good. This isn't a fun thing. This is a bad time.
Yeah, I didn't enjoy that. I was on that show too, and I didn't enjoy it that much because it was too much smoking. I was like sick of getting high, and we had to smoke again, and whatever the penalty was or prize sometimes. Oh no! Now you get to smoke.
Yeah.
This time you have to smoke, but now you get to smoke. Good, Jesus.
It was a funny idea. And Bobby did a good job just getting a room full of people way too fucked up. I just remember hating it. So it was not fun. I got way too high and there was still a lot of show left. And I was like, when's this over? Can I just leave? I think at a certain point, I just like walked off and sat on the bleachers. I was like, I'm out. I lost.
Well, that was the thing too. Those shows, How Can You Forget? They always went way too long too. They just went for hours and hours.
Some of them were pretty long. I feel like that one wasn't even that long. It just felt like it was a 3-day project because when it started, one of the challenges was everybody just gets super high. And after a certain point, it's not fun. I don't know. There's different types of people who smoke. There are people that hit dabs that are all the concentrated THC dabs, and that's all they smoke, and that's like casual for them.
Yeah, Bobby was that way at least for a little while. I don't think he stayed that way, but he was just hitting the dabs all the time. It was Jesus Christ.
I don't know how. I don't know how the fuck you do that shit. One of my friend's girlfriend's like brother-in-law or something. I met this guy. He was stereotypical, like wiggerish weed head burnout. And I was talking to him and he was like, yeah, unless I dab or hit my dab break, I really can't even feel it anymore. Weed just doesn't do anything for me anymore. And I was just like, and he was like kind of bragging about how it, like he smoked so much and it was all this awesome concentrate stuff he got. And I was like, that sounds awful. I was like, you should stop. Because not only are you describing this miserable process and how it sucks, he seemed like a walking zombie dead person, like a very flat affect. Just like, dude, what do you enjoy? It seems like nothing.
Yeah, and then don't you enjoy smoking weed? And then if it doesn't even get you high, what's the point of it?
And the way what he was describing is like even the dab stuff got him like how if me or you like smoked a one hitter, him hitting dabs like that. I'm like, dude, that's not good.
Yeah,
you got to smoke less or just quit or try heroin.
That's how it was with vapes for me. It was just like I'd hit the vape and get like so high. And then if I use that as my like daily smoker thing. By the second week, it was like I'm not even getting high from my tolerance shot up so quickly.
Yeah,
I don't know why it didn't really do that with just like smoking bowls that much, but
there's something weird about the THC concentrate vape pens. I don't really trust them. They're gonna give you the scrommet. They're gonna give you the scrommets or the popcorn lung.
I don't know the scrommet.
The scrommets?
Yeah.
Oh boy, there was a New York Post article a couple months ago. A couple of them. About how there's a new thing that's been happening over the past couple years, or maybe even longer than that, to people who smoke a lot of weed. And another article came out linking it to more the concentrated THC pens. And it's this condition where temporarily for like anywhere for a day or two, you just vomit your fucking brains out. You smoke weed and then it's something about how the receptors in your brain that are supposed to regulate nausea and keep you from feeling nauseous constantly, because weed has that effect where it can, if you're nauseous, it can help you feel less nauseous. I guess it overloads them and flips their functionality. So now you just feel nauseous, and the symptoms are you are scream vomiting into your toilet. They were calling it scromiting.
I never heard about that. It's a new one.
It sounds pretty awful.
Yeah.
But yeah, I can only think of like one time in my life where I think I might have gotten that because I was scream vomiting into the toilet.
After smoking weed?
It was after smoking weed and eating a big brunch and drinking alcohol. So I was like, I kind of thought at the time, I just thought like, oh, I got sick from the food I ate.
Yeah.
And like, cause I ate oysters and had like a couple of cocktails.
I doubt you scromated.
Dude, you could ask the hallway.
I doubt you weed scromated.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm not sure it was that either. But after reading the description of what it was, I was like, oh, I've scream puked. Every time I puke, I scream puke. I don't know what that is. It's like I turned a certain age, somewhere in my 30s, where puking went from just bleh to bleh every time. I don't know why. I can't. And like every time I've ever puked in the last like 5-10 years ish, it is a loud ordeal.
I can't even remember the last time I puked.
Should we make it tonight? I'll go get a vape pen and a bunch of I'll get you a roulette wheel of liquor and you can just take shots of each one.
Well, thank you.
See if you scrom it.
Yeah, I mean, it'd have to have been from alcohol the last time I threw up, but yeah, I can't even not that counts that much, but I can't remember the last time. Well, like 10, 15 years or something.
Well, stay away from the vape pens. The weed vapes anyway, unless you...
Well, I'm going to hit a vape pen before I get on the ferry tonight.
Hope you like scromiting. Hope you like being a scrommy boy. You're going to be scromiting off the side of the ferry.
But I can't believe you never named any of your pieces ever. Your friends never did? Nothing?
Like what? Like naming it Wesley Pipes? Or like giving it like a pun name?
Yeah.
No.
Never. Oh my God.
Chin Bing Bong.
See, that would have been a good one.
That would have been.
You would have been good at naming pipes and stuff.
Ex-Yankee pitcher, Chin Ming Bong.
Yeah, we had a Mountain Dew that my friend put a trumpet mouthpiece in as like the bowl, and then we used it as a bong, and that was Dewey. I had this little tiny, I don't know, like a 1/2-inch round bong it was like, I don't know, 5 or 6 inches tall and not that wide, and it had like a orange to red gradient, so we called it Sunset. But you could light it and go and like keep filling up the thing and letting it go, letting it go. That was a good one. We had the Killer Bees, which was just like a normal metal pipe that you'd buy at like a bodega or something. But we put a picture of Bella Abzug, Betty White, and 2 other bee ladies on the.
You put a picture on your pipe?
And we called it the Killer Bee. And it was just like cut out from a magazine and taped at the end of the pipe.
Yeah. See, stoners are retarded.
Yeah, but
it's fun. I get it.
It's a memory. It's fun. Yeah.
It's fun.
Yeah, I'm trying to think.
I never did anything like that. I used pipes that I bought from a deli or whatever, and they would get dirty, and I would like just throw them out.
Yeah,
they were crap because once they get like you can clean them out. These things were cheap anyway, so.
And even if you clean them out, they're still not the same as.
There's always a taste.
Brand new. Yeah,
there's a weird taste, especially if you use like a chemical cleaner to make them clean. Then there's a weird taste. It's funny that they make cleaners that are for pipes, and it's like, oh no, you can totally use this stuff. The pink goo, yeah. Just wash your pipes in it and wash it out warm water, and you're back to normal. It never fully got all the gunk out.
Never.
And the next time you smoked out of the thing, it tasted very odd.
Yeah, even though it's
very chemically.
A glass bowl or stainless steel or whatever, and you rinse it out, somehow the flavor of it gets attached to the shit. Yeah.
Shit flavored. Gross shit flavored. Yeah, no. I never got that's the thing. I never named anything because I never got attached to it. It was all business, strictly business. And when I'm done with it, I throw it in the trash.
Yeah, the amount of glass bowls that I would have, and then you drop it once and it breaks, and then you're like, it cracks open and there's like La Brea tar pits of resin in there, and then at a certain point in your life, you're like, I'm scraping that out and I'm keeping that. And then
So disgusting.
You have this like little container of hard rock resin stuff. And the longer it sits out, the harder it gets. And it gets you high for 10 minutes. Like kind of like a flash high kind of thing.
That stuff is so fucking disgusting. I have actually, like, there's pipes out that I did have for a while that for whatever reason didn't throw out, and I would use them. And sometimes, like if I was running low on weed, I would really try to light what I had in the bowl left, and I would accidentally, the flame would dip into the bowl to that resin stuff, that black tar shit, and you smoke it and it just gets all over your lips and doesn't come off. You're like, it's like you literally have tar on your lips. And the taste, I remember every time just being like, it's fucking disgusting.
Yeah. And like you notice it because you don't see it, but like you open your mouth and like your lips stick together a little bit or something.
Well, scrape it with your fingernail and it never really fully comes off. It just becomes a part of your lips.
In college again, we had a plastic bong, like I don't know, looked like a regular bong, a little bubble here and a pipe up here, and then it kind of spread out a little bit. And our RA, or maybe not even RA, like the director of student housing or whatever, walked by the room and he was like, "Oh, that's a great Turkish lamp you have there." And he knew what it was. So then that became the Turkish lamp. That was the name of that one for a while. And then that's
Turkish lamp.
That's the same bong that I had to move out of my dorm. And my stepbrother had a friend that lived next to the dorm. And I needed to like put my stuff somewhere for a week because my parents weren't home and they didn't have the car and couldn't pick me up yet, whatever. So he let me put my stuff from my dorm in his house for a week. And then my dad came with the station wagon to pick it up, and we loaded it all in there, and the Turkish lamp was there. And we packed the whole car, and I don't know if it's something was like couldn't fit, so they had to rearrange things. So then my dad rearranged, and like I had hidden the Turkish lamp kind of in some boxes, and it came out, and he didn't know what it was, or I guess not, or whatever, and jammed it into the side window of the station wagon, and then drove home an hour and a half with just this bong stuck to the side of the window. And I don't know if it's still at his place. It's not like I would have, maybe I picked, I don't know, but it might still be at his.
Still got your Turkish lamp, Garrett.
Still got my Turkish lamp.
Smells. Where are you lighting in this thing? It smells. Turkish delights.
And then the final one was my friend bought like pipe pieces from a hardware store, like real, not like a weed pipe, but like real pipe things, and configured a pipe himself. And we smoked it once, and like the 3 or 4 of us that smoked it, the next day we all had like the worst sore throat I ever had in my life. I don't know what it was, like copper poisoning or something that we.
Yeah, I don't think you're supposed to smoke out of things you buy at a hardware store.
Yeah, we learned the lesson the hard way. But yeah,
that could have easily led to some sort of awful throat cancer if you guys just kept it up.
Yeah, thankfully it like hurt pretty much the next day.
Yeah,
we were like, I think we figured it out quickly, and we're like, let's disassemble that part.
We're ripping copper pipe out of the walls and smoking out of it. The weirdest thing I ever smoked out of it was a cucumber. My friend carved one out. He didn't even smoke, but I wanted to smoke.
Yeah,
and I had nothing. He's like, "Oh, I know how to. I used to smoke. I know how to do this." And he carved a cucumber out, and so it had like a little hole for the weed, and then he made like a tube where it was like a pipe, the cucumber pipe. I just remember smoking it. My friends laughing at me saying, "You look gay smoking that cucumber." Look at that real homo puffing on that cucumber. And I was like, "Come on, guys, stop! Just trying to get
high.
Trying to get high on drugs. Can you stop making fun of me? You stop making fun of me. I'm trying to get high on drugs."
Yeah, I've done the apple a few times, especially when we used to go to Vegas, my friends and I. because we were so parent. We remember nut weed. Remember I tell you how I put the weed under my balls or whatever.
No, I don't actually.
Go to Vegas, but for some reason we were too afraid to bring a pipe. Like just put it in our bag or whatever. I don't know.
The pipe would make it obvious what was underneath your balls. The cops might not question this thing tucked underneath your balls unless they see the pipe. Then they'll do the math.
So we did the apple. Yeah, that was always fine.
You ever smoke out of a crushed soda can?
Oh yes,
I did that one a couple times.
Yeah,
definitely inhaling something fun like your copper pipes.
Maybe that was the killer. Now that you remind, that might have been the killer bees. Was a crushed soda can with the 4 pictures of the ladies with their bee names.
Did you use it more than once?
It didn't last that long. It was just like a
soda can, such a piece of shit.
Memory. Yeah.
It was the worst thing I ever smoked out of. It fucking sucked. The cucumber was way better. Although the cucumber started getting mushy after a few lights.
Yeah.
Started getting
but it
really
gives you
gross.
that distance to like cool down the smoke. Like the Coke can, it hits you hot.
Dude, those first pulls where you were smoking cucumber, it was actually pretty damn good. But then it got all mushy and hot and weird and started like melting into itself. It was pretty gross. But yeah, the soda can was by far the worst thing I ever smoked out of. That sucked. It was like just harsh and it was hard to light and make it work. It really sucked balls.
Yeah, it doesn't give like a good hit. It's kind of like some weird airy hit. You're just like sucking in all this stuff. You're getting sort of smoke, but not real. Yeah.
I'm sorry, but weed's not good enough for all that effort where you're hiding weed under your balls and to smoke it out of a soda can. That's like a fucking nightmare. How about we just go get a drink? We don't need weed or just nothing. Why don't we just nothing?
We would go to Vegas for a week.
A week?
What am I supposed to do with no weed?
Bang a bunch of whores.
In my weed heyday? Oh.
Do cocaine. They got that in Vegas.
Probably. I wouldn't know how to get it, though. I'm sure it'd be easy if I wanted it, but...
Vegas, yeah, seems like the type of place you could just walk around going, does anybody have cocaine? Eventually, you'll get an answer, either from a cop or, 50-50.
Yeah, or just ask bartenders, right? That's the trick.
Yeah, I guess. That would work.
Because they're not real. They shouldn't be a cop, really.
Maybe they're off duty.
Yeah, maybe. Who knows?
You could stab someone in front of them.
But now, Vegas is all legal and everything. Like,
it's legal.
We would have been
in like more places than it's not now, isn't it?
Probably. I don't know.
Anyway, happy 420 day.
Yeah.
Go buy a bong and
smoke it for us.
Put it on your dining room table as a decorative piece. It just reminds me of the funniest part in the movie Grandma's Boy, the Adam Sandler movie that he's not in.
Okay.
Grandma's Boy. He's getting main character's getting kicked out of his house by his landlord. Landlord is foreign accent Rob Schneider.
Nice.
And he just goes, Alex, you forgot smoking lamp, and throws his bong and it just it smashes into a million pieces all over the street. Just the idea, you forgot smoking lamp. It's like you with your Turkish lamp. That's what reminded me of that. You forgot Turkish lamp. I can't believe your dad didn't mention or ever say to you, like, hey, you had me drive home an hour and a half with a bong in my rearview mirror.
I don't think they knew what it was. I don't know. I can't imagine how. If he knew what it was, I didn't want to like have this conversation as we're packing up or whatever. But just put it in the middle of the cargo or whatever. Don't slam it up against the glass and then just drive home with this bong facing everybody.
I don't know. Your dad seems open about stuff. He doesn't care.
Weed or drugs are a little weird.
What's weirder, drugs or how the bone? Him telling you that he pole vaults out of bed in the morning with his boner.
I guess the pole vaulting
could be the drugs. Drugs aren't really good, especially back then. Weed was, as bad as the rest of them.
Yeah, that's a good point. The story always was that, at least I heard from my mom, that he tried it once and didn't like it. And that was it. I don't know if my mom ever tried it, but I'm guessing no.
It's a lot of people's story.
Yeah.
I tried it once and I thought it was great.
That's the thing. That's what I didn't realize was like because I tried it once and it was great, that's like a bad sign.
Oh yeah.
That you're like, oh, you're gonna want this all the time.
You
now.
like drugs. You think drugs are good. Something wrong with you.
But then you try other drugs like cocaine or whatever, and I like that. It's fun on cocaine, but it's not like I'm like, I gotta get it the next day or ever again. Even I'm fine with doing it tomorrow and then never again, or never doing it, since.
Yeah, me too. Unless you have any, but me too. Unless you have any, but me too. I never even want it. Ever. Unless you got any. But I never want it. Yeah, no, drugs are. I feel like the more I've wanted drugs is when my life in and of itself was terrible. Like that's when I wanted extra more than just weed.
Yeah.
I think there's a horseshoe of people who want drugs. It's either your life is really terrible, so you want drugs all the time, or you're like a really rich finance bro type guy and you just want drugs all the time. You're like, what else? How can this get any better? How can life get any better? Maybe I'll just take drugs too, and that'll enhance this already awesome life. And that seems to be the way things are.
Yeah.
Everybody in the middle is like, I can't really afford, or I don't have the time. Who's got the time?
Yeah, I don't have all the time.
Who's got the time to like balance being high on coke or heroin or and then doing normal life stuff like interacting with your family or whatever.
Yeah. Even Penn Jillette, who is a teetotaler or what, I don't know what to call it. Like he never had a teabagger. He never tried drugs or had a drink of alcohol in his life. And just last year, he broke his ankle pretty badly and like couldn't walk on it. Then finally had to get like one of the motorized carts to move around and things like that. And his doctor, like the pain was so bad, his doctor prescribed THC gummies. And because his doctor prescribed it, in his mind, that's fine to do it then, kind of thing, which is whatever. If
I was in a shitload of pain, I wouldn't want fucking weed gummies. I would want something stronger.
Well, he had other things, but whatever it was like he just felt irritable and stuff all the time and couldn't go to sleep. So the doctor prescribed this, whatever. And
damn, he couldn't go to sleep on pain pills?
Yeah, apparently it was like really bad pain. It was
really. But if those don't work, how the fuck are the weed gummies gonna work? To me, I've had both. The weed gummies would just give me the munchies and really wouldn't help with the pain. The pain would probably remain the exact same. If anything, I would be more paranoid about like, oh God, it's getting worse.
So anyway, his fans, who a lot or some of them are stoners and I was like waiting for him to always wanted him to get high or take acid or do some sort of drugs because
I've always wanted you to get high.
But he seems like the guy that is into this like mind awakening kind of thing, you know.
I honestly would have assumed Penn Jillette was a pothead.
Yeah, exactly. So when he got prescribed this, everyone was excited, and apparently they were like 5 milligrams each, and he ate like one and didn't feel anything. And then like the next week of his podcast, people were telling him like, or maybe even in between weeks, he was like, I started to eat like 2 just to see because nothing was really happening. And I ate 3 and nothing. And then like he said he got up to like 5 or 10 or whatever, which is kind of a lot, 50 milligrams. And he said he still just didn't like it. And then like all his stoner fans were like, what the fuck?
You know
like,
what,
we were so happy for you to finally get high.
We don't like you. You gotta like the thing we like. Stop not liking it.
But it's just a thing where like some drugs hits people a different way where you're just like, this is the greatest thing ever. And
like not at all. Some drugs just don't really work for people. Yeah.
Yeah. Like he had one experience where he was, the typical thing where like I was listening to music and whatever instrument I focused on, like that instrument became louder and it was more in the mix. And, the audio space seemed different and all that stuff that you get kind of when listening to music. But,
wow.
Like a typical noob stoner story kind of thing. Yeah.
My noob stoner story. The first 2 times I smoked, I had already been drinking a lot that night, so I got extremely nauseous and had to lay down. Happened twice in a row.
The first time you smoked?
First 2 times,
Oh,
yeah.
God.
It was awful. But I remember right before I would get nauseous and get the spins and have to lay down, the like 10, 15 minutes where I was just high, it was awesome. It was like super fun and I was like having a great time. I was like, all right, I want to try this again, but not be drunk this time. Not just take weed that somebody offered me when I was drunk. I want to like actually try it. And the first time I had it, I was extremely stereotypical where I had the giggles for like 20 minutes. And then I was really fucking hungry and ate every snack in the house. But yeah, I just remember the first time I ever smoked, I was in my friend's yard and I was sitting in a chair and I just remember like leaning back in the chair and looking out of his yard to like across the street, his neighbor's house, where there also just so happened to be some really fat guy with no shirt on sitting at his dinner table. And I can see him through his window.
Was he eating or just sitting there?
It literally looked like he was just sitting there. And that's what gave me the giggles for 20 minutes because I just kept leaning back in my chair and going, yo, what's that fat guy doing? I just kept telling my friends, like, yo, you gotta look at this. Look, there's just a fat guy sitting over there. And he's just sitting at his dinner table. He looks like he's just sitting. It looked like he was just sitting there, not doing anything.
Did they enjoy it as much as you at the time?
No, I was like scream laughing because I couldn't stop. I was like, look at this fat guy. He's got no shirt on. Why has he got no shirt on? And my friend, he was at the paranoia stage. He was like, Steve, shut up. Shut up. You're being so loud. You're being so loud. Shut up. I was just like,
that sucks.
I was like, I couldn't stop laughing. Him getting all agitated made me laugh even harder. Because I'm just like, no, there's a fat guy. Come on, you gotta look. There's a fat guy with no shirt on. Would he not even look? No, he wouldn't.
What the fuck?
He was just sitting there telling me to shut up. And I was like, you gotta look, there's a fat guy with no shirt on across the street.
What an asshole.
It seemed like someone placed him there just for me to stare at. It was so funny to me. I couldn't stop laughing at this guy. And he just looked like this old, fat, miserable man who was just sitting there. Either waiting for dinner or maybe he just finished his dinner. I don't know. But it was probably the hardest I ever laughed at something. The second hardest I ever laughed while smoking the cheeb, I was just on the bus. Because I hadn't smoked in like months or almost a year or something. Like I took a long break. And the first time I smoked, I was on my way home from when I worked at that Brass Tap bar in the city. So I get off the ferry, I smoke. And then when I get on in between the ferry and the bus. So once I got on the bus, I was just sitting on the bus high out of my mind. Like, oh my God, I forgot how this feels. And I just started giggling on the bus. Because I was just like, don't laugh. Don't make it seem obvious that you're high. By the way, my eyes were like bloodshot red. I looked like a cartoon character, how high I was. Because I went home and I remember looking at myself in the mirror and laughing again. But just the idea that I was on the bus and I was super high and I couldn't let anybody know. For some reason, I thought it was the funniest thing in the world. So it's just hard. So weird. Meanwhile, any other person on the bus would have looked at me and just been like,
a weirdo.
There's a crazy guy. There's a crazy like schizo guy on the bus. He's just laughing. And I'm just oh, everybody's gonna know I'm high.
That's kind of weird to get the giggles by yourself.
It was insane. I felt that the problem was I kept thinking how crazy it must look. And I thought it was funny and I just couldn't stop laughing.
Yeah, the first time I smoked was in the Hunter College dorm rooms with Tracy LaBarca and Dora Demolaus.
Wow.
2 girls, by the way.
Dora Demolaus.
He was from Staten Island.
I knew it. I fucking knew she was Dora Demolaus. Yeah.
Yeah, she had huge tits.
Wow. Your first smoke was really great.
It was.
Dora Demolaus. And what was the other girl?
Tracy LaBarca.
Tracy LaBarca.
Yeah.
She sounds like she could also be
She was
a Guinea girl.
She was a Long Island girl and then got way into, it wasn't Molly at the time. Molly wasn't really around or whatever. And she would go to the club, The Tunnel, like every weekend, and then got like ecstasy brain, and kind of just like did it way too much and was kind of lost, got weird and stuff. Yeah. But anyway, we smoked a blunt And I always heard like the first time you smoke, you don't get high.
I heard that too. I had the opposite thing.
I got high right away.
Yeah,
and
same.
I just remember like laying in Dora's on her floor, and they're like, they knew it was my first time. They're like, so do you feel anything? Do you like it? And I just remember like feeling like my whole body was expanding and everything was just like growing further and further away or whatever.
Yeah.
You know, and laughing and having a good time. And yeah, it was hooked ever since then.
Hey, do you feel anything? Do you like it? I like your big tits. I bet you if someone had said that in the room at the time, you would have laughed until you passed out. Yeah, at this point, after smoking as much as I have, I feel like even if I quit and come back to it, that first time giggles thing, it's done.
Never, yeah.
The part of my brain that was allowed to happen in has become toast. It is now just fried to the point of not existing anymore.
Yeah, there's no way you ever. That's what they always say. Like you're trying to capture that first high again, and you never can. And
chasing the dragoon.
It's definitely true.
Yeah, no, there's nothing like that.
Even the second time I smoked, it was already like, oh yeah, whatever, I'm high.
Yeah, there was already no giggly shit. There was just the only thing that has been consistent throughout everything is I still get hungry as hell, but not like that first. That first time, I remember I couldn't stop eating. I just felt like insatiable.
Yeah, I don't get hit by the munchies that much. Like maybe a little bit. I'll eat a little more snacks or something, but
I
never like starving hungry all of a sudden.
Couldn't stop eating. And then when it finally wore off, I was like, oh my God. Oh, fuck. Oh, I don't feel good. I ate everything.
Do you remember what you ate that first time?
Everything my friend had in his house. All of his snacks.
Okay.
All of his snacks. I remember Funyuns. I remember Doritos. I remember we cooked. I think this was the same night we like cooked Doritos encrusted chicken.
Nice.
Because we had it. And then like all his little brother and sister that were way younger than him had a lot of candy. I just ate all their candy.
Nice.
Like, literally all of it. Other than that, I don't remember what else we ate. Just everything he had. The first time I smoked, I was 25.
Oh, okay. So older than me, yeah.
Yeah, I was old. First time.
That's because you didn't go to sleepaway college.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I didn't go to sleepaway camp for college. Well, anywho, did you have anything in the Garrett news file?
Barely anything.
Well, I have something I wanted to bring up real quick. Good. It happened yesterday, and it was some of the best Ben Stiller news we've gotten in a long time.
Really?
Yeah. So the Knicks are in the playoffs, and apparently Mr. Stiller is a huge Knicks fan.
Really? I didn't know that.
Huge.
I didn't even know he was from New York.
I actually don't know where he's from.
I guess so, yeah.
But anyway, I don't even know why he did this, but he tried to make a Knicks tower on Twitter where he spelled out Knicks one letter at a time.
No, no, he didn't.
Yeah, he did.
No, he didn't.
He started K, N, and N is where things went off the rails. I don't know if you can imagine why.
What? Has he never been on the internet before? That's the thing. He probably hasn't.
It was like, how you did this on purpose? For some reason, he deleted it.
What?
For some reason, he deleted this post. But on the left, you can see the K. Well, it starts at the bottom. KNICKS.
Oh, God, he did it wrong, too?
Yeah, he also did it wrong. So that it was from the bottom up. So it looks like skink. But he had to delete the whole thing anyway because in addition to being wrong from the bottom up, as soon as he posted the end, it got way more likes and a lot more comments for some reason. And it's because they attached they attached a successful N tower to his posted letter N, which is very on the right there. You see,
yes,
NIGG, etc., etc.
Oh my! Wow, mostly peaceful memes. He's like a pretty big following meme account. Good for him.
poor Ben Stiller was just trying to have some good old-fashioned, lighthearted fun on Elon Musk's monstrous garbage chute.
Yeah.
Nazi hole. Can't even just have fun and spell out a word without Twitter immediately turning it into an end tower. And I was like, oh, look, it's like our comment section at the beginning of every show.
It is, yeah.
We usually get a successful end tower or two.
I mean, how do you not think that's going to happen?
I just hasn't seen that, I guess. I don't know.
Yes.
Someone had it, a screenshot of it. I guess I didn't save it. But it didn't stop at N. It then went on to F slur. Fully spelled out perfectly. And he was like, come on, guys. That's not funny. Don't do that.
Was he responding in the thread?
No, he deleted it and pretended it didn't happen. Which honestly, the smartest thing he did was just, okay, let's get rid of that. Goodbye.
That wasn't a picture, it was a video at the top. Maybe that's
but it doesn't scroll down. I don't know why it didn't scroll down. I thought it did, but it doesn't. No, this is just Ben Stiller after starting the end tower. Love to see it. I love seeing stuff like that. Because he decided out of nowhere, by the way, the last few years, he's like, it's time for me to start speaking up on things. People needed my opinion. People needed White Goodman's opinion on Trump. And
he does the Trump stuff? I never see that.
He's very he's very Hollywood man with his little soda company.
That's true.
There's always it makes me happy to see when he accidentally stumbles into just N-words all over his Twitter that he started.
Why is this one tweet and quote tweeted all the time?
He must have looked at it at first and be like, oh, well, the K and the S and they all just have like, a couple likes. Why does the N have 10,000 likes and a shitload of
But also, like, why did he do KNICK, but the last K is KS?
I have no idea.
he ran out of time. I can't make another tweet.
I bet you the end tower started.
And he panicked.
Already started by the time he got to C. So he's just like, oh, shit. All right, KS. And I delete.
I know. I'll just do 2 letters each time. All right, K. Oh, damn it.
You must have figured I have to finish what I was doing. It's going to look like I just put up an N. And then everybody did what they did with that. I guess I have to just finish this.
Good for you, Internet.
Good for you, Ben Stiller.
Way to go.
He probably meant to do it. It was just really funny.
Yeah, it helps promote his soda brand. We just mentioned it.
Yeah. Buy Ben Stiller soda.
Don't know what it's called.
N. Nepsy.
Yeah, I didn't hear about that at all this weekend. Biggest story.
It was the biggest story of the weekend.
Yeah.
Ben Stiller's gone full alt-right, far-right Nazi. You heard it here first. Now, here's the other thing that happened today, I believe. Did you see the Artemis 2 astronaut that took a picture of the moon with the sun, or not the sun, excuse me, the Earth setting behind it like the sun?
Ooh, that sounds fun.
It was taken on an iPhone. It was taken on an iPhone. It was taken on an iPhone. iPhone. Okay,
I believe you.
Just so you know. Just so you know that this was absolutely a bought and paid for iPhone commercial.
Oh, really?
Dude, I think so, because the New York Post, everybody who has retweeted it that has a big account, and the astronaut himself, when he posted it, has all mentioned how it was taken on an iPhone. This was taken on iPhone?
Oh my God.
Here, let me just show you, because I only noticed it because I was reading this article and I saw his post. I didn't it wasn't mentioned that he, was selling the iPhone. I just noticed it myself. I'm sure everybody else noticed it too. But Artemis astronaut reveals stunning video of Earth snapped from behind the moon, shot with his iPhone. Only one chance in a lifetime. Artemis 2 commander Reed Weissman caused jaws to drop online after sharing spectacular footage of the Earth and Moon, which he captured on his iPhone.
Oh.
Would you look at that, man? Wiseman exclaimed in the clip. Here's the part where I was like, okay, I think this is an ad for Apple. I couldn't resist a cell phone video of Earthset, said Wiseman, who compared the moment to watching sunset at the beach. Most foreign city in the eye. Why shoot one of the most incredible spectacles on the humble iPhone? I could barely see the moon through the docking hatch window, but the iPhone was the perfect size to catch the view.
What the fuck?
In addition, the clip is uncropped, uncut with 8 times zoom, making it on par with the view of the human eye. Ex-viewers are impressed with the shot, with retired astronaut Chris Hadfield dubbing it the coolest video ever taken with an iPhone. Seeing an iPhone recording of the moon really humanized the whole experience. Noting that it was the farthest a consumer smartphone has ever been from the Earth. And here's the view. I have video and everything of it. Well, it's a little better than that.
The other one was a little better, right?
Yeah.
So it's a video or
it's a video.
Okay.
Let me pull it up from the actual astronaut's account. This is Reed Weissman. Only one chance in this lifetime, like watching a sunset at the beach from the most foreign seat in the cosmos. I couldn't resist a cell phone video of Earthset. You can hear the shudder of the Nikon.
What's Earthset?
The
like
Earth
sunset.
Yeah,
oh,
Earthset. I could barely see the moon through the docking hatch window, but the iPhone was the perfect size to catch it. And here's the video. This is Garrett. This is the most amazing video ever captured on an iPhone.
Oh, I can't wait to see it.
There it is. It was a little blurry at first. The iPhone had to focus. There it goes. Bye-bye, Earth. Setting into the moon.
How did it go that quick?
Where are all the stars?
Dude.
Well,
where's, space?
That's what everyone says for the moon landing is fake because there's no stars. But apparently the aperture on your camera isn't wide enough to get the stars or something.
Okay. I can buy that.
I can't believe it happened that quickly, though.
Yo, the moon be moving.
And the Earth, too, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah. It's amazing. Capture that on an iPhone.
Would you look at that, man?
Now, my question to you is, did Apple pay for this? Or does everyone just so happen, like they're all just coincidentally nonstop yammering about the iPhone while talking about this moon set?
Like, why not just say, like, on his smartphone? Like, why bring up the iPhone so many times? And then his tweet, he mentions the iPhone. It seems a little paid advertising. Why not?
If so, good for you. It works.
Yeah.
It's definitely this was one of the biggest stories, if not the biggest of the day. And it's space stuff, which I love.
Are they home? I thought they got home. They can't still be out there. That was like weeks ago.
They look like they're in space, I think.
Right now it does.
I think they're by the moon.
But I thought I saw like a video of one of the astronauts coming home and she was like all excited for her dog to see her again. And then the dog just like ran past her and went to her husband who's been home the whole time.
Yep. Maybe she just had to go home. Maybe she had her period.
Maybe.
And had to fire her out of the rocket, send her home. She was really menstruating up the place. God damn. You look at that there moon covering that there Earth.
Nice.
You ever seen such a thing? Moon looks boring.
It does?
Not for nothing.
It looks cool.
It looks cool, but I could imagine
there's no attractions on it.
There's no McDonald's. There's no Starbucks. There's nowhere to get your treats. After an hour of just looking around, being like, all right, now what?
Yeah.
Moon?
You ever play those like No Man's Sky or any of the other like planet exploring? That's the thing. Like you get on a planet and you're jumping around for a little bit and then you're like, all right, here's the 7 to 10 animals that live on this planet. I mean, at least there's animals. It's like the moon. It's just nothing. I guess there are some like lifeless bodies, and you just land there and you're just like, you look around and you're like, all right, it looks cool, but you're right. There's nothing to do. Just like, okay.
After you've gorged yourself on the delicious cheese and you're full, and there's really nothing to do. Just take rock samples. I hope they are they actually landing on the moon, or this is when they're just like circling it?
Yep, they're just flying by.
Oh, Edie's crying. She doesn't like that news. Thought they were bringing back some cheese. I want cheese.
Yeah, and I think soon they're gonna land some people on the moon, but not yet. I don't know why they have to go around it to look.
Yeah, part of the reason I even saved that story is because I remember the last time we talked about this moon trip, you were very incredulous about the whole thing.
Remember, it was April 1st because Frankie put out a video saying they're sending astronauts to the moon, and I was like, "Oh, Frankie's in on the April Fool's gag," and then it turned out to be true.
You still think it's just a very long-winded April? We're still in April. Maybe on May 1st, they'd be like, that whole thing, big April Fool's month joke.
Yeah.
Never actually went to the moon. That was just a big rock. It was a fake Earthset.
Yeah, you could fake that easily.
Easily. With AI these days, boy, you can fake me.
So if it was April 1st, they got to be home by now. How'd they pay their taxes?
You're right. They must have had to pay from space. Get TurboTax booted up on the rocket ship.
Could he use his iPhone to pay for his taxes on his iPhone?
Can you get audited in space? Like, what if one of the astronauts is like, fuck it, I'm not paying my taxes. I'm a fucking spaceman.
If you stay out in space, were they going to build a rocket ship to come get you?
Yeah, I'm in international space waters.
Yeah.
I'm on the money plane. I'm on money rocket. You can't, I'm, you ever see a man want to see a man fucking alligator? Money plane.
Money rocket.
Yeah. Cash rocket. Rocket mortgage.
Yeah, that's a good point. Like, what if you gamble out in space? That's make some money or something. That's international waters, land, air, whatever it is. It shouldn't count, right?
Yeah, I don't think there's space law. I don't think there's a law of. There's no jurisdiction. You can do anything up there. You can fuck an alligator.
They're gonna start, like splitting up the moon or some. I'm sure some people have claims to. Some countries have claims to some part of the moon.
I heard, yeah, that's what this whole space push is about. It's because China decided that they want some moon. Some young moon. They're trying to get some. So now we're going to space to get it first. Our moon.
Well, we went there first.
Yeah, but how do you...
Can't you just claim all of it then?
Dude, I don't know how any of that works.
You get 100 miles from your flag or whatever? Who knows?
I don't get why you're allowed to just own something because you went to it.
Why not? No one else did. You went there.
But it's still, I guess it's just nobody's. I don't know. It's, it's another planet.
Well, it's not a planet.
Moon, whatever. It's another circle in the sky.
Heavenly body.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, like once we go to Mars, do we own Mars then? I guess so.
Just the parts we touched?
I don't. Yeah,
or does it extend to the whole planet? That's the.
I guess that's going to have to be all worked out. The court of law.
And it seems like America waited for China to be like, "Hey, we're going to go to the moon and take some," and it just went, "Oh, those are the rules. Us first. First."
Yeah, that's probably why we're going back, right? Yeah, because it was like, oh, we didn't realize that when we first went there. Fuck.
We were just waiting for some other goober to be like, hey, I'm going to take some moon. First. No, you said you can go up there and take it. That's what we did. We just said we did what you said. It's our moon. Chinese moon year.
Yeah, now, like if SpaceX goes to the moon, that's not the United States.
Yeah, it's a private company.
Yeah. Does Elon now own part of the moon? Hopefully, that'd be fun.
Elon's moon.
Yeah.
Why would it be fun? Think he's gonna share his moon with us? Think he's gonna give us some moon?
If we live long enough, so eventually there's just going to be like tourist trips to the moon. Don't you think?
I want to go to a big casino on the moon. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's gonna be resorts.
Uh-huh.
We're gonna be shipping
With like
fresh shrimp and oysters and clams to the moon.
No, they'll like terraform it or something and have aquariums, whatever, and grow lobsters and shrimp in there.
It doesn't have like an atmosphere though that can sustain.
Yeah, but we'd create
life.
an atmosphere or something.
Oh, okay.
In a greenhouse or whatever, in a bubble.
Oh, so we just cover the entire moon.
Not the whole moon, but the parts we want to grow, create lobsters in.
At the Hard Rock Casino on the moon, there's just gonna be a big bubble. That'd be cool. I think that'd be awesome. I'd be terrified that there'd be a crack in the big bubble though.
Well, then there's like a warning and the airlocks go off, or you have to go somewhere. I don't know how it would work.
Where are you gonna go? Mars?
Into the tinier bubble that's like really protective.
Yeah, I don't know if they're gonna figure this out in our lifetime. It'd be cool though. I'd like to go to a casino on the moon. Lose $100 playing blackjack on the moon.
You toss in a chip and the gravity goes slowly up and then floats.
See, I think they would have to make it so gravity was normal because there's no way.
I don't think you could do that.
Sure you can. If you can create a bubble, why wouldn't you be able to make it a gravity bubble?
You can't create gravity. Like you need to have something like spinning really fast to pull you down into it or something.
Yeah, they would just do that. They just rip a Beyblade really fast, and everybody would stick to the floor.
Like the Gravitron ride or whatever at the car. They create gravity, and you're stuck to the side of the wall. Like you'd have to do something like that.
See, but here's the thing. Here's another reason this would never really work. They got to figure something out. Is fluids are not a good thing when you're in zero gravity. That's why there was a woman who was in space at like the space center that went crazy up there and started like shitting everywhere.
Uh-huh.
And her turds and her poo were just floating around the space. There was like, it was hard to get rid of. It's hard to get rid of space pee and poo. So if someone in the casino just goes nuts or like sneezes up a loogie or does something really gross, someone has to like contain it somehow. Like, it doesn't go away.
True. Yeah. That's
everything that starts floating just is now floating.
Yeah, someone goes to spit on the ground after they lost the blackjack can, and then it just floats there for a while. Yeah,
the astronauts have to like pee in a bag. They can't just they can't pee in a toilet or anything. So if someone gets space drunk out of their Capri Sun sippy thing, and then they just pee, now there's gonna be pee floating around in the space casino until the space janitor has to come mop it, suck it up somehow.
That's if there was a casino in a spaceship, but this is the moon. There's some gravity,
right? So you do little jumps to get everywhere. Yeah. That's right. You're right.
It would take a while to fall, but it would fall eventually. Yeah.
That's what you think.
But like, why don't spaceships? Here's a good idea for NASA. Just have like some sort of like a handicap bar or whatever, and then you could hit a button and it opens a little airlock thing, and all the fluids or whatever that's gets sucked out into space, and you just hold on to the bar for a second, and then you close the airlock thing.
Insanely risky, just to get a little pee off the rocket.
Well, if there's like human shit floating around, you hold on to the bar, hit a little bar. The hole's only this big.
I think shitting in a bag is a lot safer, and then just bringing your shit bags home. But there should be just a tiny little cubby, a tiny little like box that you shit and pee into, and then slam it shut so it can't float out. And then you just hit a button and the airlock sends all the pee and poo into space.
But that's the thing. Like if you go to shit in the box, your shit doesn't fall in the box.
No, it'd have to be quick.
Oh, you'd have to like quick trap it in there?
Yeah, you'd have to poo and then just shut the door behind it really quick. So while it's still floating away from you, it doesn't have time to kiss the wall and bounce back at you. You have to be very fast. We can't show it, but I'm assuming we can't show it, but there's a video that was on Twitter for like a week now that I've seen pop up 20 times.
Okay.
It's a guy in New York City, a homeless guy, who does the quickest quick draw poop I've ever seen in my life.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, I wish we could show the video, but he's just walking. He literally asks a guy for change.
Is it like that close up?
Yeah, dude, it's a perfect like security cam footage of a guy right in front of like a store.
Okay.
He walks up, asks the guy for change. Guy says no, and then walks away from him. Not a second later, he pulls down his pants, fires out diarrhea, just like a shotgun blast, and then pulls his pants right back up. It all happens in like under 2 seconds. It was really just impressive. Like that's being on the streets. That's practicing.
Yeah. No wiping. He got time for wipes.
But my point is that guy is ready for space. He's ready to take care of business in space. That's the kind, I feel like that's the kind of quick draw pooping you need to do to keep your airlock.
Much force, it would get it in that box or whatever. Yeah.
Get it in the airlock box and then send it to the moon or send it into the sun.
Yeah, just like Dave Matthews' tour bus. Just send it off into some tourists floating by.
Yeah. Oh, one of the greatest stories of all time. Dave Matthews Band drowning people in poop. Anywho, we have a couple super chats.
Let's get to them.
Jeff paid to say, line skipper.
Oh, what's up, Jeff?
Hey boys, happy 420. Shano has released his latest vids.
Oh,
I sent them to Oo. Oo don't have to play them today. No rush at all. I just like giving him his due props for his great work. Thanks again, Shano.
Thanks again, Shano, and thank you, Jeff.
Yeah, that's right. We read our lines last week.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see
either.
I
can't wait to be in my favorite movie ever, Revenge of the Nerds.
Jeff then said, that lady astronaut wanted to come home, so she pooped all over the ship to make it unsafe to be up there. Like $90 million later, she was back on Earth. That's right. And she pooped everywhere because she just went nuts and wanted to go home. And she did a bunch of other unsanitary stuff with her.
That's gotta suck when you want to get home and it's just in your brain, and then you're the furthest away from home you'll ever be by 10,000 times.
Furthest away from home humanly possible. You're in outer space. You're the final frontier. The place where 99.9999999% of the population will never be. And you're just like, I want to go home.
I know.
I'm bored. I'm bored of this. I want to go home. I'm going to poop everywhere. You don't take me home right now. I'm going to fill the ship with my poop.
I always hear about every few years the space ladder. It's just going to be like a tether from Earth up to the space station. And then you could just like ride an elevator up there.
Sure, why not?
I mean, that would help in that situation. She's getting a little cranky. Put her on the space elevator and send her home.
We have to break through to the heavens above, beyond what science deems as possible, because there are cranky ladies in space that are going to poop everywhere if we don't get them back home soon.
But there was that other crazy astronaut lady that like put on diapers and drove 18 hours to go confront a woman she thought her husband was having an affair with or something like that. Yeah.
And she went to space. You can't go to space like that.
No.
You're too dumb. But poop lady and diaper lady, they can go to space.
Well, I still have a few years left on this planet. Maybe they could get there in time.
Yeah, maybe commercial space travel is within your future. Would you even want to go?
Totally.
Yeah.
You wouldn't?
Yeah, I think I'd want to go. I'm way too casual about that, I guess.
Yeah.
It's like I'm saying, like, would you want to go to 7-Eleven and get some taquitos? Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't mind.
Just to, I don't know, to feel the weightlessness and everything, it seems fun.
Yeah, I'd want to pull one out in space. I want to blast some space cum. I think that'd be awesome. 0G jizz, 0G ropes. But then, it's just up there with you after you're done.
Yeah, that's a good point. There are the vomit comets, right?
Mm-hmm.
That the planes that dip and put you in zero gravity for a little bit of time.
Yeah, you basically just get some air. And
yeah, that doesn't seem like fun. And then also the fun time is when you're floating, and then the horrible time is when you have to double the gravity then to get back up, and then you're just stuck to your chair or whatever. Yeah. Doesn't sound like fun.
Floating seems fun, though. You're right. I want to do everything but floating. I want my muscles to atrophy even more than they already are because of pure fucking laziness. And I want to just have I want to be a human sack of just goo. I want to just sit in space and float
with no bones
and eat snacks and be mortally afraid of my bodily fluids as they come out of me because there's nowhere for them to go.
Yeah. Like, why don't they have catheters or something?
I think that's I want to say I heard of that being a thing. But they don't need them. They have the space bag. You just shove your junk in the space bag and you pee in it. And same with poo. And then you just put your space bag in a special like space cabinet.
I get the pee because you can put your dick in the bag, and like pinch the hole closed around it. But I don't get how you shit in the bag.
You just hold it against your butt. You could ask Gino. Gino shit in a plastic bag once in his car under the George Washington Bridge.
That was with the help of gravity, though. That's what I'm wondering. Like, how do you get the shit off your ass into the bag?
I think everything still, like your body's still shoving it out. So
yeah, it'll still
come out. And as long as you got a bag pressed against it.
But won't it just float right underneath your hole? Stick there? Then you have to like use the bag to kind of, I don't know, like cut it off.
Oh, astronauts use specialized vacuum toilets.
Okay.
That rely on airflow instead of gravity to collect waste. They secure themselves to the seat with straps to maintain a tight seal,
kind of thing.
While suction pulls feces into bags that are sealed and stored, eventually incinerating in the atmosphere upon reentry. That's hilarious. They just hang poop bags out the window while they're heading back through the atmosphere, so it just burns them off.
They don't just throw them out the fucking spaceship?
No, they keep them.
Why?
Because you get bored in space. Sometimes you just want to take a whiff of the bags.
There's so much room in space.
There's no smells in space. So sometimes you're just like, I gotta smell something. I eat all the food. I gotta smell something. This other part's interesting. Urine is collected separately via a funnel hose and often recycled into drinking water. That sounds very fun and interesting.
Yeah.
They're up in space just drinking their own pee. Maybe that's why that lady went nuts. She's like, I'm not drinking not one more ounce of pee. I want to go home.
Whose idea was it to bring asparagus up here?
Space asparagus pee smells even worse than normal asparagus pee. Apparently, this lady explains it. Would you like to listen?
Yes, I do.
Let's hear this nice lady talk about space poop.
This is a thing. Like, why let women in space? The guy have a perfect peeing apparatus.
The guy have a perfect peeing.
The guys have it, yeah.
But
the women don't. They have the same problem as shitting. Pretty much.
Yeah, they have a double shitting problem.
Yeah.
They just have to use that magic toilet that they have to strap their ass to create a perfect seal. I've had diarrhea where it was that splattery and violent where I thought, like, I need a seatbelt. I need to be strapped to the toilet. I need
handles on the side of the
toilet. Need to create a perfect seal because this is going everywhere. Please tell me.
Space is something that you have to get used to. One of the best things is to get training from all of your crewmates that have already been up there and already used to using everything like the toilet. And how that works, we actually use like a vacuum system. So imagine if you have a vacuum cleaner and you're sucking things down. We turn on a big fan, and so that's pulling everything down into the toilet. We have a long funnel that we use to collect all of the urine. And then there's another seat that you can sit on, again, with that fan pulling things through to collect everything and keep it contained, which of course is the most important part on the space station. You don't want to have everything floating around,
Yeah, that other
floating around. And it was really interesting for me in the beginning, in those first few days, your body is sensing things differently too without gravity. You know, everything, including your internal organs, everything is kind of lifted up. And so some of those pressure sensors that give you that feeling that you need to go to the bathroom, that feeling of fullness in your bladder, that takes a little bit of time to adjust to space as well. We're actually getting a new toilet on board the International Space Station. This new toilet is going to be a little bit easier to use for both men and women. Of course, there are some anatomical differences, and some of the earlier versions didn't take into account everything equally kind of for both men and women. So this one should be a little bit easier to use for everybody. It'll also increase the capacity. We'll have another toilet on board the space station. We can continue to test and refine these technologies that will be used on the future.
We increased the capacity because there was a fat guy on the last trip. And it turned out we needed a double-sized poop tank because he ate a lot.
That seems like a big toilet for
some big poops.
For a thing that you need. Space is a priority, number one. You know, like space in the spacecraft.
Right. Every inch, every centimeter of equipment, of tile, of everything is measured out and needs to be perfectly weighed and applied into this big formula that they use to like figure out how to get the rocket into space. And they have to calculate the space poop and the space poop apparatus into that formula to make sure that the rocket doesn't get too heavy and fall, not be able to break the atmosphere plane, and everybody dies. But I understand that the vacuum system works for getting it into something, but if it's a particularly messy time you're having there on the toilet, this thing's got to be just covered in skid marks and all kinds of disgusting stains that it just doesn't get it. And unless somebody scrapes it off, it's just permanent space skids.
Unless the whole bowl is lined in a bag.
Without the bowl.
And you do your business, and then that whole bag comes down. I don't know. Yeah, because you're right. It would just seem like it would be prone to splatters.
A lot of skid marks. Space skids. Also, I'd be wary of pooping into something that's got a lot of suction going on. What if it tugs your bag?
Yeah.
What if accidentally you're hanging a little, like it's hot in space, you're hanging a little low, and it just you clog the toilet with your balls.
And like, how powerful is like, if I have my legs together, will they make like a whistle sound or something?
It would be funny. You're just sitting on this. I mean, it looks big. So it seems like it probably does generate a lot of suck.
And where's it sucking it to? Just
in that big barrel thing.
Oh, they save it all in there?
Yeah, they save it all and they hand it out to people as souvenirs when they come home.
No, because remember, they throw it out the door in the atmosphere.
Not even throw it. They just hang it out the door. And it just burns and becomes a decal on the side of the spaceship. Poop decal. No, I thought they handed it out like space ice cream when they came home.
Oh, that's what space ice cream is?
It's just,
okay.
It's a space poo.
I always got the strawberry, thank God, or the chocolate.
In the Orion spacecraft when astronauts return to the moon. Most female astronauts actually suppress their menstrual cycle when we go on our space missions, just to make things a little bit more convenient. It certainly is not a requirement. All of those functions can go exactly as they do down on Earth. We have supplies up there as needed.
Yeah, Garrett.
We can accommodate.
They can do that, and they choose not to. Because they just want a time of the month where they're a total bitch. And they're like, well, sorry. It's just part of being a lady.
It's in God's plans.
They all of them could just choose not to have a period. And they're like, no, I'm having one. And once a month, I'm going to fucking ream you out. Oh, but it's my period.
I guess that's what birth control does, right?
Yeah, I'm sure it's some kind of like heavy dose of birth control they can take to just shut off their period. And I'm sure it has like healthy ramifications when you stop to. It must be like the choice of making yourself fertile for at least infertile for at least the time you're on the medication or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
I
Because I
mean,
always heard that like the birth control, at least the pill, it was like the last 3 or 4 are fake pills that makes you have your period.
placebo, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's trick pills.
Did they tell you to take them in order? I guess so.
It with all of the hardware that we have for the toilet. To wash our hair, we
All right.
take a drink.
I don't care about how you wash your
Yeah.
hair. I was more interested in how you wash your butt. Anyway.
Are there space showers?
Yeah. I watched, I don't know about shower, but I did watch a video of a guy brushing his teeth in space, which was pretty interesting because you have to, water just floats as like a big ball.
Yeah.
So he had to like squirt out a little bit of toothpaste and like really get it on the toothbrush. And then he had to shoot out a little bubble of water to like mush it in.
Yeah.
And then brushed his teeth. And then he like had to spit all of it into this bag.
Of course.
Because otherwise you just have toothpaste spit. But oh no, he didn't spit it. I think he just drank it. I think that's what the water was for. I think he used like a tiny bit of toothpaste and then just took the water and drank instead of spitting.
That sounds better.
I think that's what he did, if I
Yeah.
remember correctly. But I remember him just showing off this cool water ball and then just going whoop,
Yeah,
and like
that
eating
looks
it.
so fun.
That's all I would want to do. Is just eat and drink things in a
but not water, like flavored stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Even water would be fun, but just juice and ice cream and stuff. I want to be like a space shark and just float around.
You think they bring up one box of astronaut ice cream up there? It's
No. I think one of the perks of the job is they bring up a shitload. Half of the fucking payload in the rocket ship's just Astro ice cream.
Yeah, like was it used back in the day and that's how it got created, or was just like we went to the moon and there's a trend, so let's make this freeze-dried ice cream. Let's call it astronaut ice cream. They never used it.
I assumed it was one of the staples of the astronaut diet. But yeah, maybe it was just a novelty thing that they made up for the gift shops of museums.
Yeah.
And like the Natural History Museum. I don't know. Now you'd make me question space ice cream the way you make me question the moon landing. You think Stanley Kubrick's behind the space ice cream too?
I actually went up to the Museum of Natural History twice to just go get the space ice cream because it was so I didn't know where else to get it.
Back in the day, I would have done the same thing if the museum was anywhere near me.
Yeah.
That shit was it's still so good.
It's so good.
Now you can buy pounds of freeze-dried ice cream on Amazon. It's fucking expensive.
Is it?
It is not cheap. For like I don't know, half a pound a bag, it's over $20.
Jesus.
It's not. You really don't get a lot for.
It's like one serving.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's a lot of money for nothing, but you feel it expanding in you after you eat a shitload of it. It makes you feel kind of sick. I only know that because I ate a pound of it in one sitting.
A pound? That's
maybe not
so light.
Maybe not a pound, but for my birthday or Christmas or something one year, the hallway bought me a pound of space ice cream, and I don't think I ate the whole thing in one sitting, but I ate almost. And I just remember not feeling good after that because it 100% like just expands once it hits your stomach and makes you feel kind of shitty. Like you're over full of space goo. Anywho, speaking of space goo, old DJ Fed Up. That's my bro.
Oh, what up?
Bev be bevin me. Rude. Is Bev giving you the bevness?
Yeah. Well, she gets to. She's an OG. Not that you're not an OG too, though.
It's true. Yeah, no. Fed Up is definitely the OSG. He's known me since I was not born. So he definitely gets high priority. Well, I hope that works itself out. I'm reading through now. I don't see nothing. Bev from the block. Anyway, well, thank you. Thank you for the 50 beans. I think you also
thank you, Fed Up.
And here's $2 back for your parlays. Yeah, my brother's been calling me lately with
telling you to bet.
telling me what to bet.
Yeah.
And
how's that working out?
The first bet he sent to me, the last couple legs of it didn't hit. And,
how many legs?
Like 4 or 5, I want to say.
Uh-huh.
And he was like, hey, did you cash out? And I was like, no, I didn't cash out. I was like, fuck, what are you doing? It lost. Why did you cash out? And I'm like, I put $1 on it. What the fuck? He's like, oh, you put $1? What's wrong with you? Okay.
Wait, he's telling you what to bet, but
Tell me what to bet, and then was like, did you fucking cash out? It didn't hit.
Yeah, like how did you cash out?
He was like, I cashed out.
Oh, like cash out early?
Yeah, you can cash out early.
Oh, okay.
But he's
and what you would have gotten 26 cents back? Or
yeah,
something?
he's betting real money. I was just like, I don't have. I'm not doing that.
Yeah,
I did that a couple years ago. I'm not putting any more real money on bets for now. It's not a good idea. I think if the hallway found out I was betting Charlie's tuition on hockey games and then losing, you'd be,
especially if you're doing it on like 5-leg parlays and stuff.
But if it hits,
it's true. Yeah,
it's the type of money you walk away with. That'll pay your bills.
What state does he live in?
Florida.
You can't bet there.
You can, but it's like there's only a couple apps I think let you do it.
Oh.
Because
get your own app. Or the Hard Rock, right, has an app or something. I think in Florida, yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's the one he was using. But then he called me today to put in another hockey parlay, and I was like, all right.
Playoff hockey parlay?
Nobody ever really has to convince me to bet.
Yeah.
I'll just, oh yeah, sure, I'll do it. But at the same time, if you're like, yeah, put $100 on this, I'm like, no, not that. But I'll bet anything.
So he told you 2 parlays, you put $1 on each, and then he paid you back?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because he was telling me he'd worked out a system. And I was like, all right, so if I use your system and I lose it, do I get my money back? He's like, no. I was like, but I want my money back. I got to get my money back.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
You don't get your money back. You just lose.
Yeah, my 2 friends thought they figured out a system this past baseball season, and it was something like you only pick the underdogs, and then if they're playing away, or they had this whole like configuration that apparently they were winning 60 to 70% of their bets or whatever, and then but just had to stop because I guess they didn't enjoy winning all the money all the time.
Yeah, my cousin also likes to bet. And he told me that he has a guy that is like his life is how he makes his money is sports betting. He literally will spend anywhere between like 120 grand and 60 grand, somewhere around there, a month on bets. And he usually is good enough at it that he is up, and like even if he loses a shitload of these like $5,000 bets, he wins enough that he'll make some money. And I was like, well, tell me what the fuck he's betting.
Yeah.
And I'll get in on that. And I'll never forget the very first bet. He said, Florida is a lock, like Florida College, the Gators. I think it was football. He was like, it's a lock, put your money on it. So it's like, okay, put $100 on Florida. They lost pathetically. It was like terrible. And that was the last I ever heard from my cousin about that guy and his bets. And I stopped asking because I was like, well, that sucked. And he never brought it up again, and he never texted me again about it ever.
So yeah, I'm sure this guy just was on a little winning streak for a while or something, and then
according to my cuz,
because you also
the guy was like an Ace Roth scene, like he had inside people who told him stuff, and he like looked at crazy, was obsessed with stats and like how does Bryce Harper perform in the rain in April? Like how does this guy, how many shots on goal does Gabriel Landeskog have on Tuesdays in May when they're in the playoffs? And like he was that deep into looking into every game, every stat, every pitcher. So that's all you got to tell me. I'll believe and I'll throw money at it and then lose the money and be like, what the hell happened there?
But then you also have to pay the 10% for every win, right? Like you don't win your money, but you bet $100, you win $90.
10%? What do you mean? To the guy who gave me the picks?
like if you bet on DraftKings,
If it's not a parlay, you're just betting the
if
favorite.
you bet $100 and
So that Florida bet was definitely like Florida and the over or something, so that you would win more than just your money, or more than less your money. But both didn't hit at all. It was like a mess. And I just never heard about that guy ever again after that.
Weird.
I mean, it was one bet. The guy, he even explained to me, like, the guy loses all the time. It's just he wins more than he loses, so he always makes money. But it was just a funny coincidence that day that Florida, I just remember they looked like shit. They scored like one touchdown. It was supposed to be this like it hit the Florida and the over. Didn't happen. And I knew like, okay, this happens. But at the same time, when he tells you this whole story about how this guy's an expert and all this, the second you lose, I'm like, oh, some expert.
Yeah,
this guy sucks. He's no fucking shit.
Yeah, and it's not like you have the bankroll to just like, I'll stick with it and just do every bet. Yeah, I'll do every bet he does and see what happens at the end of the year.
You gotta take a risk. You gotta start that bankroll. You gotta take a loan out and spend it all on gambling.
Yeah.
If you just win more than you lose.
At least the guy wasn't doing, money. I forget, it starts with an A. There's some word for
asshole.
Like asshole betting it's called or whatever, where you like bet across multiple betting platforms. And, one has a 2.5 point spread and the other has a 2 point spread. So that you bet one team with a 2.5 and the other team with a 2. It's like some weird thing where you're looking just to make like 30 cents each bet, but you do 10,000 bets, and then you make $3,000 or whatever, $30,000 or whatever.
It's called edging. It's just gamble edging.
It's just like too much work.
Well,
but I guess if it works,
if you want to make money, I guess you, in some form or fashion, have to trick yourself into working. You'd think, I just gamble for all my money. It's not work at all. But then if you make it that much of a project, you're actually basically gave yourself a full-time job.
Yeah, you hired yourself.
You hired yourself for a full-time job of gambling on every betting app and being a huge degenerate. Or, smart.
Well, maybe.
Money-making millionaire. Yeah. Anywho.
Another saying shit.
Another Skippy-Doo pay and sayer. Brian Anthony. I seem to recall there being an N-word chain on the moon.
No, not an N-word chain, just Nigglies.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was. That was old in hot water. That's where they had the Nigglies burger. Mm-hmm. That was a burger with a big chunk of watermelon in it.
Just a slice of watermelon in it.
And it was so good you'd eat the rind.
With the rind on it. Yeah.
The Newport Lounge. Missed the old in hot water.
Yeah, there was some thread going on over the weekend on Twitter about some in hot water clip that everyone was loving.
Oh, really?
And everyone's like, "Oh, I miss these days," and everything. It's like it's sad.
It is sad. Anyway, thank you, Brian Anthony.
Moving on.
Pork chops, 2345. Didn't Steve flip out and walk to the hospital last time he did weed? Or is that some other drug from his glory days? No. What? I never did that. I've never walked to the hospital.
Yeah. Are you thinking about the time he did all those drugs and then had a penis pain?
There was that.
Yeah.
You might be talking about the time I was very, very, very drunk at 3 a.m. and a car pulled up and offered me and my friend ecstasy, and I took it.
That's right.
And then I was up all night, well into the next day. And at 8 p.m. the next day, I was having heart palpitations. And I was like, I think I have to go to the hospital. That might be what you're talking about.
Did you?
Yeah.
You did go to the hospital?
I felt super silly. Because the second I got in and they hooked me up to an IV and they checked my heart rate, everything was fine.
You felt fine.
And I was like, actually, I feel better now too. So I'm embarrassed. I should have just stayed home. But I just remember I couldn't fall asleep no matter what I did. Because there was obviously some speed shit in the drugs. And I was laying in bed with my fucking eyes clamped shut with my covers to my chin. Like, come on, just go to sleep. I've been up for over 24 hours. Go to sleep. Come on. I feel like I'm having a fucking heart attack. Jesus, go to sleep.
I think that's why like Molly took over for ecstasy, because ecstasy, there's like the speed component in it too. And
yeah,
like
really makes you grit your teeth.
Can't sleep and grit your
Then when you can't sleep for over 24 hours, you get very paranoid. Start feeling like your heart's popping out of your chest. Yeah, that was terrible. Maybe that's what you're talking about, pork chops.
Yeah.
My drug of choice, root beer.
That's right.
All right, Frankie McDonald. It's his drug of choice as well.
Yes.
Bob Fan of Patrice. In Vegas now, they have cocaine vending machines.
Get the fuck out of here.
I don't believe you for even a second.
You. No.
That'd be awesome. In Atlantic City, they have cigarette vending machines.
Wow. How much are a pack of cigarettes in those?
They didn't have the prices listed. I don't know.
It's got to be $25.
It's got to be a shitload of money.
Yeah.
And it was all Marlboros, Newports, and Parliaments. Because they knew who's buying them. They knew. There's nobody coming in here for a Benson and Hedges. The Hard Rock. It was just it was a bathroom hallway off by the slot machines at the Hard Rock that had a cigarette vending machine.
Was it like the old school one with the pull things?
I took a picture of it so I can just show you. But it was pretty old school.
Oh, those were so fun. I remember as a kid with the ones with the buttons, you'd pull one out and hold it out. Then you could pull all the other ones like kind of at like halfway out. They wouldn't go as far as the other one. Then you let it go and they all close together. It was so much fun as a kid.
No, I don't think it had that. It wasn't one of those like. Now I know what you're talking about. It's like the short one.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, it wasn't that. It was like a snack vending machine, basically. Of course, it doesn't let me fucking pull it up like that. Hold on.
Pull it up.
Pull it up. There it is. But yeah, it was just a beautiful.
How'd you take that picture?
With my phone.
With your what?
Oh. And this was the most amazing footage of a cigarette machine taken on iPhone. This was an iPhone picture from my iPhone. But yeah.
Fuck, man.
Oh, it does have the price. I didn't even notice it. $22 a pack.
Oh, wow, that's reasonable.
Yeah, sure. You're in a casino. Yeah, I'd pay the $22. If I hadn't already preloaded myself with ciggies, but yeah, that's a blast from the past. You don't see those anywhere.
Oh, yeah.
At least not around here.
Wow, I'm just trying to look at like the percentages. It's every
shitload of Newports.
Double Newport. Is that 2 rows of Newports?
2 rows of Newports.
Oh, okay. 2 rows, and then 1 row.
Full row of Marlboro Lights for all those Pie Gal players. Marlboro Menthols, and then Parliaments for the slot machines. Yeah. And then there's some more Newports at the bottom.
Yeah, with the are those 100s down at the bottom?
I think
100s.
Yeah, but weirdly, I think those are the short Newports at the bottom, and then
yeah,
biggies at the top.
I can't believe there's not a row of regular Marlboros. I guess Marlboro Lights is more popular.
I think the row that's empty because there's a pack of Marlboro Reds there
still, too.
Yeah, well, clearly it's the most popular one. I can't believe all the Newports are still there.
Yeah. Well, they're not paying $22 a pack.
Atlantic City. The classy city on the bay.
Yeah, when I used to have a weed dealer in Jersey, every time I went over there, I would stock up on cigarettes because they were cheaper than in New York. But now I don't know.
I doubt it. Yeah, I don't think they're really cheaper anywhere, but like in Virginia or something. My bad. Bob says, my bad. Those are regular Coke machines.
Yeah.
How could you have made that mistake?
Yeah.
How? Fucking, were you taking silly goose drugs? Ben Dan, Americans are the moon's indigenous people.
Yes.
We landed and set foot on it first. That's true.
It's a good point.
If China goes to the moon, they will be on
stolen land.
They'll be standing on stolen land.
Mm-hmm.
Indigenous people. We are the moon people.
The weird thing is, in like 400 or 500 years, that's going to be an argument.
Yeah. A legitimate argument.
That'll be a legitimate argument. Yeah. No, we were here first. So
we go to the moon first, and then someone else tramples all over our moon pies. then they're being very bad, and they need to give a land acknowledgement before they give any major speech on the moon.
On the moon, at the Mooney Awards, yeah.
At the Moonies. In hot water, the homeless have the survival skills needed in space.
Yes,
They
like
at least have the quick draw poop abilities needed in space.
And we don't want them around here. What better place to put them than furthest away possible?
Have a homeless.
I like this idea.
Space mission.
Yeah.
Can't be homeless in space.
And if the ship blows up or whatever, we got a ton more down here.
Don't worry.
Don't worry.
We have plenty more. Restock. Yeah. I just wouldn't want to see the state of the space toilet.
Oh, God.
If it had been run by the homeless. There'd be more than a skid mark or two on it. Johnny Claire, how did the Tibetan method go? Did any bets win?
Oh, yes. That's right. No, I remember.
I think the Yankees lost.
The Yankees lost. The other two teams won, I believe. The Pirates and the Phillies.
Let me double check. I think you're right. But
because the Pirates were in like a extra inning game.
Right.
And I think they won in like the 10th or 11th inning or whatever. And the
Reds, I know.
The Reds, that's what it was.
That one definitely won.
Yeah, the Reds like blew out or easy win. But the Yankees lost that day.
Let's see. What the fuck? Load it. Why won't this load? I'm pretty sure you're right. It doesn't even matter. Here we go. Lost because the Pirates lost too.
Oh, they did?
Yeah. Pirates and the Yankees lost. So to answer your question, Johnny Claire, it went pretty bad. Lost 2 out of 3.
Yeah. Thanks for the effort.
Jeff, idea. Dexter Lawrence to the Bengals. Thoughts? Don't like it. Hate it. Terrible. Our best defensive player, or one of the best at least, is now off the Giants, and he's on the Bengals.
I would say their best defensive player.
I would say he was the best.
I get that the guy they got from the Panthers last year.
Brian Burns.
He is pretty good.
Spider-Man.
And they had that good safety that they let go 2 years ago, too.
Oh, the guy that went to the Packers. I know you're talking. I can't remember his name right now. I know what you're talking about.
Okay.
Entrell Roll. No, it wasn't him. Entrell Roll has not been on the team in a very long time. How do I feel, Jeff? Bad, upset, disturbed, dismay. I made to me worse by the fact that someone on the inside of the Giants and Giants insider leaked that they've been working out with Odell Beckham Jr.
Yes,
because that's what the Giants need is to have the prima donna annoying receiver come back to get into arguments with Malik Neighbors.
Yeah, right.
To try to show the other receivers up. Maybe he's older and wiser and has lost that shit streak he had in him where he was a piece of shit, but I doubt it.
I mean, how long ago was that airplane video?
A year ago?
A year, right? So he's still kind of like
he's still a big diva. And other teams don't want him. Like other teams that really need a receiver, release him. Don't let him play. Like have signed him and released him. Like he's been on the Rams, the Dolphins, the Ravens. They all just let him go because he hasn't been helpful.
Yeah.
Great. That's what we need. To bring back anyone, let's bring him back. I'd rather they ask Eli Manning to come back for a couple games just to show Jackson Dart the ropes a little bit. I'd rather that than to have Becca. But who knows? Maybe I'm completely wrong and he's a changed man and he's going to, accept whatever his place on the roster is and be good for the team. I just completely doubt it. Seems like every move in the last week that I've heard of has been bad. Not that they really had a choice with Dexter Lawrence. It seemed he wanted off the team.
He wanted off the team, so you might as well give it. Because it almost seems like a rebuilding phase, but they shouldn't be in a rebuilding phase.
They're in a Jets rebuild where it's just an
endless
20-year rebuild.
Because they have the quarterback, at least they think they do. Like you don't trade away your best players then.
Yeah.
But if he wants out, then I guess you might as well get him out now.
If he's not going to perform, what is the point of keeping him?
And you get the number 10 pick in the draft, which isn't bad.
That's a good pick.
And when they traded Odell to was it the Browns?
I think so.
Whatever, they got a draft pick for him, and that draft pick, they picked Dexter Lawrence with that draft pick.
All comes full circle.
Yeah. And now Odell's coming back to take his roster spot.
Take his rightful place.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's how I feel, Jeff. Very positive. Johnny Clare, go with the truck that won. Bet the singles too. Go with the truck that won. The truck that won was the only truck that didn't hit the phone.
Oh.
So if I had bet the truck that hit the phone and then the reverses of the two that did hit,
you would have hit it.
It would have worked, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so we're working it out.
Yes, all right. So next time I do this, that'll be how I lose. It's because I'll just bet on stuff that
no. This is
doesn't reach.
This is a proven thing that it works.
Proven.
Yeah.
Everybody bet your money with me. No refunds. No refunds if you lose. Yeah, I'm just gonna throw monster trucks at hats of the teams I have.
How fun would it be just to be able to gamble for a living? Like you're so good at it that you make money from it and it's your job, and it's like I just get to go to a casino and gamble all the time. This must be so much fun.
It does seem pretty sweet.
Yeah.
And there's a shitload of people that is what they do. They're gambling influencers and companies like Stake. And
that's different, where you're making your money outside of your gambling losses, because you're most likely losing money.
I don't know. I think some of these people get fronted money from the company to go gamble with it. And because they have a large following, on Instagram or whatever the fuck they're doing it on, Kick or they just go to a slot machine or whatever the fuck, and they just gamble for free basically.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, but they're being funded.
Yeah,
so they're not really losing money. Doesn't matter if they win or lose, because technically you shouldn't be able to win at gambling ever, except poker.
Or what if you just get really lucky?
Yeah, for a little while, but then the luck will even out.
Nuh-uh, we just keep getting lucky.
I guess you could keep getting lucky. You're right.
The odds are...
There is an odds.
The odds are in favor of there's at least one guy ever.
Exactly. That's what I was going to say.
8 times out of 10, he went to a casino and won and was like, holy shit, I'm the luckiest guy ever.
He didn't even realize it.
I'm Mr. Lucky.
He barely goes to casino, but he just happened. Yeah.
He's just Mr. Dollar Bets like me.
He's been wasting it the whole time.
He just keeps winning $5 bets. I'm like, wow, if I really put some money down, I'd be a millionaire. Huh. That's funny.
Weird.
Well, the averages never really work out that way. I'd love to gamble. Anywho, was there anything in the Garrett news?
Trump Jimmy texted me, happy 420, LOL.
Nice.
Thanks, Jimmy.
Hey, do you know Cheech and Chong? You ever met them? They're like weed guys. You know them? They smoke too. You ever met Snoop Dogg?
You ever watch a Cheech and Chong movie?
Yes, Up in Smoke. A long time ago.
Maybe it's like it wasn't made for, or like in the right time or whatever, but not funny.
Really? I remember thinking that movie was funny.
Oh, yeah.
Again, it was a very long time ago, so I barely remember it, but I remember thinking, and I wasn't high. It was just sober. I was a teenager, so maybe it's like for for like for kids,
maybe
like teenagers for pot
so.
humor. Those two are smoking cheeb, getting fucking zooted.
The only thing I had in my my prep today was that WNBA player talking about a mountain that she didn't realize was outside her window the whole time.
Mount Rainier.
Mount Rainier, yeah.
Rainier Wolf Castle.
So this woman got, I believe, traded to the Seattle WNBA team.
Seattle Storm.
Storm.
Fear the Storm.
And
that's their catchphrase. It's batten down the hatches. Here come a bunch of black ladies playing basketball.
And she said something that the internet went crazy about, which was like she has a balcony. I mean, I guess she'll explain it, but she has a balcony, and all of a sudden she noticed there's a mountain outside, and she's like, "What the fuck is going on?"
Well, I'm not gonna lie, I was just sitting on my balcony, and I sat on my balcony like mad times. I never seen it, so I didn't know like what was going on. So I'm looking, and I'm like, "Is that a mountain?" Like I didn't know what this was. I never seen it before, so I'm like looking around, like kind of confused. That was my first time seeing it, and then I guess it's like mountain out or something. Mountain out. Well, I'm not gonna lie.
Mountain out or something.
Mountain out. Yo, who put the mountain here? Yo, I was just sitting on my balcony, and it was like, who put the mountain here?
Someone raised the land all the way back there? What the fuck's going on?
Just the way she talks, I don't even care what she's talking about. The way she talks is infuriating.
She sounds like a dummy, yeah.
Just a teenage wigger boy. That's what all like tall basketball playing lesbians aspire to be. Is the Justin Bieber. Yo, they put a mountain out there? What the fuck is that? What is this raised land with snow? I ain't never seen that. Damn, son, my dopamine levels is tripping.
But then the next link that was in there is a picture of the mountain, which is like, all right, now I kind of understand. This is days apart.
It's beautiful.
So
but yeah, it's hidden behind. Well, Seattle is extremely foggy and rainy and shitty. So I can very much imagine. Like, I actually don't think it's that crazy that what she was saying.
At first I did, but then I saw
she's only lived there a couple weeks. She doesn't really know anything about Seattle.
Yeah,
she's only there because she got traded to a team that plays there, and was like, oh shit, a mountain, yo. What the fuck is that? Is that a mountain? I can see what she's saying can make sense. Like I actually get it.
Yeah.
Probably just a fun thing to see. Like, whoa, shit, a mountain.
But maybe like don't say it into a microphone. Like
now they made it into a park
now?
With a playground the children can play on while
nice
this garbage radiation seeps through the floor and fries their balls.
Yeah, because I heard on my my subway tour that they load up all this garbage on trains and then ship them from Staten Island to Pennsylvania and then light everything on fire.
Yep.
That's our garbage disposal now or something. I don't know.
Sounds pretty dope.
It does.
Nice garbage burn.
Must smell nice next to that place.
No, Garrett, I think it would smell bad.
Oh, okay, my bad.
Is it burning trash? Yeah, Staten Island, a big chunk of the island used to reek pretty bad because it was just made of trash.
It really did smell?
It's if you drove by where the landfill was, absolutely. You're driving by a landfill.
Yeah.
And it was one of the world's biggest, so it fucking stunk. It stunk from far away. There was always seagulls flying around above it.
What part of the island was it in?
I think it was like mid-island, like kind of.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like by the shore, because they would send barges of trash from the other four boroughs.
So that it can't be mid-island.
Well, yeah, it's like on the shore, not in the middle of but like in the middle.
Oh, okay, middle
part of the island.
Shore.
I think.
Gotcha.
I think on the east shore. I could be completely wrong about
makes
that.
Sense.
I've not been keeping good track of where the garbage used to go.
You don't know where that park is?
I know it's funny. I know in my head like how to get to it. I couldn't point it out on a map.
Oh,
I don't actually know exactly where on the map it is. I just remember like driving by it on the highway and seeing all the seagulls and shit, and it was very disgusting.
Would you ever take Charlie to that park?
I wouldn't like to. I'd like to not go there ever. I feel like I feel like it probably still stinks. It's just it's trash. It's like the trash didn't go anywhere. It's just they put stuff on top of it.
Yeah, they put dirt, some grass on top of it.
Yeah, that's all you need. They're fixing Chernobyl that way with dirt and grass. I don't even know why the radiation thing comes into play. It's just something I think I read once that they dumped radioactive waste
in the Staten Island dump.
Maybe not in the dump, but at that park that like, because I remember Gateway Park, there was articles about there being radiation, like a lot of it in there, and like you shouldn't go there. And I think now that whole dump and park is all
You're
one
probably
big
right
thing.
to stay away from it.
Well, it's a little, I have a microwave. Same amount of radiation.
Yeah,
as
that's a good point.
Reheating your dinner.
Frying
your balls. Anywho, I think that's about all the time we have for today.
Yeah. Yeah, I have one more thing, but it's an evergreen kind of thing. Just this silly wax museum in Brazil.
Shall we?
Yeah, it's pretty quick. It's just
oh God. This is horrible. Jesus, who's that supposed to be?
That's what I was gonna have you do is guess who these people are.
Princess Diana.
I believe you're right.
I don't know that looks like her, but the crown,
yes,
tiara, that's the only thing that clued me in. If not, I have no idea who the fuck that is.
Yeah, so this guy made a wax museum in like Rodia, Brazil.
Rio de Janeiro?
Close, but yeah, like Rodia. Apparently it's a small town in Brazil. And
okay, I know that one too, based on the things she's dressed up in, but the face couldn't be further from who that is. But I can definitely tell by the straps of the dress and the pearls that is Marilyn Monroe.
Correct.
Yes, I'm 2 for 2. But my God, the face is wrong. That is just an ugly person's face.
But he's trying, You knew who it was.
Listen, if life has taught me anything, is that you can try all you want. Trying don't matter if the stuff that comes out on the other end is a melted horse face. All right, 2 for 2. Ooh, fuck. I have no idea.
This is a tough one.
Wow.
Since it's so tough, I'll give you a hint.
Before you give me a hint, I do have one guess.
Okay, good.
Just based on the fact, Sylvester Stallone.
That's a good guess, but no.
All of my male guesses are going to be Sylvester Stallone because his face just looks like a shitty half-melted wax Brazilian figure.
If I remember correctly, this is a former U.S. president.
Oh my God. Which one looked like that? Who the fuck is that supposed to? JFK.
Yes. Wow. How'd you get it?
Just the fact that he didn't have gray hair. And, he didn't look like Trump or Biden or Obama. The only thing, again, that looks to me nothing like JFK.
Nothing.
But I'm just using context clues of like, all right, it's a younger ex-president. I don't think they would make someone, like someone from 1912.
John Madison or whatever.
James Buchanan or something. I don't think the Buchanan boys or whatever. It's not based on what it looks like. It's just based on, again, clues.
Context clues, yeah.
All right. What the fuck is that? That is the worst one. I think that's a black guy.
It is a black guy.
Okay. Is it going to be hard though? Is that Dennis Rodman?
That's what a lot of people guess. But no, it is not Dennis Rodman.
Okay, you sure?
I'm pretty positive, yeah. Because it looks like he has like the dyed hair and all that stuff. Yeah.
Like I said, I'm not. The face is going to obviously tell me nothing. That's not Dennis Rodman. So
no, not a. I'll give
wonky eyes. Is that Forrest Whitaker?
Well, if you notice, JFK had wonky eyes too. I think he just doesn't know how to do the eyes.
Yeah. Well, at least these eyes are both kind of looking at me. These eyes are not.
They're not.
They are going in opposite directions.
I don't believe this person had lazy eye or cross-eyed or anything, but I could be wrong. But basic hint, not a sports figure.
Not a sports figure.
Yeah, but definitely a name that you would know.
Is that? Oh my God! Black Ric Flair.
I would. think that's what people were guessing too.
Really? Well, I'm on the money with my guesses.
Yeah. People were thinking Ric Flair with too much bronzer on.
Yeah, it does have a white guy face with very tan skin.
I'll say it's in the political world.
That is Barack Obama.
It's not. Sorry.
In the
Good
political
guess.
world, though.
Yeah.
Is that Martin Luther King?
No, I'll give it not United States political.
Oh, is that Nelson Mandela?
Yes.
Wow. I don't know much about the shirts that Mr. Mandela wore, but I guess that's accurate.
Maybe I have no idea.
The hair.
I never watched. Was it Invictus or what was that? It was a movie, right, about Nelson Mandela.
Yeah.
Whatever.
It was called Winnie the Pooh. His wife, about his wife Winnie,
that's
being
true.
a real poo. Wow. Okay. I guess that's what he looks like. It's not like I know I can picture him in my head, not looking at all like that.
No,
but
I guess that's what he looks like.
maybe
now.
that's what he looks like when he was in jail or something.
Yeah.
Okay, that's easy. Hitler. Hitler with a funny bowler hat on. No, that's Charlie Chaplin.
Correct.
Easy peasy. Okay.
Easy.
That is a Pope.
I don't even know which one, so that's yeah.
Pope John Paul II.
Is it him? Maybe. Yeah.
I guess. Pope Ratzinger.
That was the one that left. I don't know.
That one, all right, they're getting better. I can tell. This is now 3 in a row. I can tell what they're supposed to be. That's Einstein.
Yes.
Yeah, that one's
pretty good.
The Einstein one's the best one. That if that's the first one you saw walking into the museum, you're like, okay.
Okay, I'm into this.
I must be into some good renditions of human beings. And then you get to Marilyn Monroe, and you puke. Dude, what the fuck? Why does that one look scary?
Why are her teeth rotted?
She's got rotten teeth and her tongue does not need the tongue. That is a horror movie. The eyes are like kind of too real too. Got the eyes really well done on that one. That is a horror movie. I feel like if I look away from it, look back, it's gonna be like looking a different way.
Right,
that is a horror movie. Fucking lady. That's a nun. That's got to be Mother Teresa.
Correct.
Oh, now I'm on
Nice,
fire.
you're on fire.
Please. What they should have done for this one is just zoomed in on the face because it looks like special needs Elvis.
Doesn't even? I thought it was, when I first saw this, I was like, is that like Johnny Cash maybe? It doesn't look like Elvis at all to me.
Bro, I think again, it's everything else. It's the
outfit,
jacket and the hair and the guitar.
Like he doesn't even have the sideburns?
No.
No, yeah.
No, he doesn't really. But that to me, that's clearly Elvis.
That is, yeah.
Might
be the last one. Oh no, yeah, kind of.
What? Is that a wax figurine?
That's the
Is
guy.
that a wax figurine?
That's the guy. That's the artist.
No, that's Neil Breen.
It is kind of.
Dude,
it really is.
That's 100% Neil Breen.
Wow, it really is.
I'll pull up a picture of Neil Breen. Promise. That's the same guy. Academy Award winning director Neil Breen. Come on, give me a fucking stupid Brave. Let me get a picture where he's not making a smiley face. Like this one. I mean, basically that's the same exact guy.
Same pose and everything, yeah.
Holy shit. Now we know what he does when he's not making movies. He's a wax figure.
It would make sense. It has the same technical quality as his movies do.
They really they line up. Wow. Well, that was the last one?
That was the last one. Yeah. I tried to find more, but I couldn't find like a I want like a compilation. Just show me a picture of every one of the things, the wax figures in the museum.
Yeah, just give me a cum shot compilation.
Yeah,
I want to see all of them.
Went through articles and like maybe one article had like one extra one, but then it's like I have to save this one image to this. It's just like that Reddit thread had enough of them.
Well, I'd like to commend myself for being a
that was
wax
pretty good
figure buff.
Aficionado,
Yeah, I'm a real buff.
Yeah, and the other ones that I saw were like William and Kate, which was like obvious because he had his whatever stupid military suit on kind of thing. So
he really relies on
yes, context clues.
The accoutrement. The other little things that are on the little tchotchkes on the wax figurines to let you know who it is. Because if you just went on looks alone, that would not work. It would not work at all.
But he tried, you know. It's a small town. You can't have amazing museums in a small town.
It's gotta suck though, becoming internationally famous for your art. And it's because everyone's going, ha ha ha, this stinks.
That stunk.
Your art's a big fart.
Like that nun that retouched that Jesus picture.
Oh my God.
Jesus, like with
mushy Jesus.
Mushy Jesus, yeah. She's known now for her artwork.
Yeah, that was the worst. That was one of the worst things ever done to a piece of art in the history of using paint. She ruined an old by retouching it.
Well, I believe it got erased or something somehow, and she's tried to fix it.
If I remember right, it was like fading, and it was like in need of a touch up. But
she thought she could just handle it.
You type in Jesus picture,
Jesus painting, none,
painting none, retouch. Yeah, this was just real quick. The worst thing that's ever happened. Oh my God. Yeah. Just in case you forgot what it looked like. Look at it next to the original. Like, yeah, the paint was chipping away and it was really faded and looked old, but it was fine.
Fine.
It's 1,000-year-old
it is.
fucking piece of art. Just leave it alone. But then, oh my God. Beautiful. Oh, you know what? This is what it looked like before she retouched it. Someone then refixed it. So it was bad. The one in the middle was the actual, like what she painted.
Oh, okay. But she had to like erase it. She must have chipped it all away.
No, I think it was chipping away and she's painted over it and created blob Jesus.
She must have been like halfway through and been like, fuck, I am not doing this well, but I gotta finish.
Yeah, I bet she started on the robe and that went fairly well. It's like, oh, this is easy.
I can do this.
Let me get it out of the face. Fuck. It looked like it's all smudged and fucked up around the mouth and nose. Like there was just absolute panic attacks happening around the mouth where she was like, I can't believe I did this. I'm making like a child's drawing of a face on this beautiful piece that I just thought I could trace over it.
It's so annoying when people that are good at art and they could draw a face or something, and then you try to do it and you're like, I know where all the parts of the face are. I just can't be that hard.
It's easy.
Like, what the fuck? I can't.
And it looks like that.
Do it. Yeah, exactly. Can't do it at all.
I don't know what she was going for with that nose and mouth. It looks, and again, the mouth looks like she just gave up and started smudging it with a hand, trying to just wipe it off, and then panicked. Was like, "Is somebody help? I fucked up the painting." Cecilia Jimenez. Well, anyway,
yeah.
Thank you for enjoying the art hour with Garrett and Steve. Looking at some Brazilian figures with us, beautiful wax figures. And now,
did you ever go to the wax museum here? Madame Tussauds?
Same. No, I don't care.
Get why? Yeah.
I don't. Why would I? I don't get it.
Look, it looks like a celebrity I know of.
And even the good ones, it's like, oh, kind of. I see how that's that celebrity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly. Little thing, gotta be. Yes.
Yeah, I think it still exists. It might have shut down, but I still won't be going.
No.
To see wax likenesses of celebrities. What am I supposed to do? Jack off? Hey, look, Pamela Anderson made a
I guess you
Squeeze
get
those wax boobs.
your picture taken with them, and it looks like you're cool.
Doesn't.
It does.
It looks like you're at
It
the wax
doesn't. You sure it
museum.
doesn't?
Doesn't. Anyway. Thank you to our board members.
Yes.
Thank you. And to show you our thanks, here's a piece of art that the GARE put together for us.
Yes. No retouching needed.
Yeah. Please just enjoy this wonderful song.
What's up, everyone? It's the GARE. Giving love to our Garrett and Steve Clow commemorative plaque board members. Bordiqua, Bodega, Bordiqua, Bodega, Bordiqua, Bodega, Nick G, Ordano, Nate Johnson, Ben Gardner, Dominic, Richatelli, Bob Van, Patrice, Dead Fool, and Z, Sabadouche, Marshall Beaupre, The Moose Pete, Charlie Chicago, Don Josh Words, Win at All Costs, Mitchell, Chris Berg, Jimmy Z, Gannock, Gecko Dundee, Daniel Bundy, Gay Bitches, Connor, Beck, Jeff, Doc Jones 73, Just, Curtis John, Ryland, and Caden and McKenna, William Yoda, Brian Cade, Gah, Jeffrey the Giraffe, Stan Turner, 9X Support, Foxy Scorpio, AJ Sherrill, Old Youngie, AJR, Doogie, 7626, Justice for Garrett, Travis R, Tool Man, Rusty, Matthew Morey, Mark, Del Graci, Cynthia, Darcy, Burnsy, Bordiqua, Bodega, Eric and Lystra and Max and Lucy and Clara, Michael J, Trucker, Terry, Tom from England, Stu's Cluster, Payne Jammin, J Nate, Gina Marie, Beverly, Jaquan G, and Johnny. Heather the Hooker, Jonathan Mardukas, Who's Channel, 666, Steve Zass, Mark Jenkins, Junior Mint, Franklin the Stick, Right, Matt, Ben Dan Graham, Danny Boy, and to the gold plaque members, Mamarino, Elton Mexipino, Bitsy, Jeremy M. Stock, Matt Fugatti, Michael Malice, Food Turd, Jay Thomas, Five Fan, Photoshop, Rocky, Pintozy, Angelo, Larry F, Jay, and Harold, Errol Hack, Mike Ligio, This Giga, Nets It, Aaron Kraft, that's my ass. Thank you, all the board members. GARE out. Thank you to NORE for not copyright claiming that song.
Yet.
We can monetize our videos now.
Yet. Got a message today that episode 165, which is like a year old now at least.
Yeah.
Just got demonetized.
Was it? It wasn't even monetized, probably.
No, it wasn't, but
Yeah.
now it's not even able to be. And it's like, how is it coming?
I know. What do they check every video on YouTube every day for?
What must be happening is whatever we played that got it demonetized, whoever owns that content, like finally put into YouTube, put claims in the YouTube and said, I don't want anybody using my content.
But then they go through every video on YouTube and look for that video?
I guess that part I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I really don't know. But it's very funny seeing a video from years ago or a year ago, year and a half, whatever it was, getting demonetized. Like, oh, fuck. Now what are we going to do? Damn it.
Get our 12 cents from.
Shit ass.
Yeah.
We're ruined. We are ruined. But at that why it's so old. What's the point? I don't know. I guess it's just a blanket thing they have to do for everybody.
I guess
because if it, there are videos from years ago that'll pop up in my feed and I'll watch. So I guess that's the idea. I just don't think of it that way because we do a daily show, a 4-day week show
but
anyway.
Then, the movie we watched for bonus content, Deathbed, the Bed That Eats, has tits all in it, and that's on YouTube and not taken down or anything.
Yeah, I can't make heads or tails of how that works. I thought nudity strictly forbidden. No nipples.
Unless it's breastfeeding videos.
Unless it's breastfeeding videos. Those are educational.
Mm-hmm.
This was not an educational video. This is Deathbed, the Bed That Eats. It's a stupid ass horror movie. How it gets away with tits on YouTube, I'll never know. Maybe we should start showing our tits.
Maybe.
And see if we get taken down. And take YouTube to internet court.
Yeah. Those are too saggy for man tits. Those got to be a girl tits.
These guys have some perky breasts. Their channel's done. Anyway.
Thank you for spending the night with us.
Ooh, spending the night. Who said anything about spending the night?
Spending part of your night with us.
I'm a pump and dump.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you. And we'll be back here same time tomorrow. Please join us.
Please.
Won't you? Hmm?
Mm.
Hmm?
We love you.
Have a good night.